Thank you for passing by.
Appreciate
we have
it, bro.
the fitness guru, Brian Baez here, joining us.
Thank you.
I remember we grew up in high school together. Fun times. Shout out
Killian
to Killian.
days, let's go.
Shout out to the K. Man, we had some crazy memories in the K. You played football there, right?
I played football, yeah, bro. I played till like my junior year. And then, the whole car and job came in, and I was just like, football's not the way for me, man, no more.
You got a job and a car senior year?
I got a job and a car my ending of junior year.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, bro.
That's a big move. How were you able to do that? Because I remember in high school, it's like you either got a car or you don't. Most people don't have time for a job during, high school.
So I pretty much told myself, let's be real. I looked at myself and I was like, do I see myself going to college or NFL? Obviously for football. And I was just like, I don't love the sport that much. So before I end up hurting myself, like most athletes nowadays or kids that are full throttle with football, they get hurt due to the contact sport. Yeah. I was like, let me just stop here and get a job and make some money.
That's a great decision.
I was like, let me get a job, make some money, and like every high school kid want to do, enjoy high school and party.
I was the same way. I mean, I actually applied for my first job when I was 14, and it was at Publix. I was just hoping for the best. I didn't get it, but just like you, like I needed money. I was playing baseball too at the time, but if I was able to work 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, and make some type of money, then I'm down, because it's good that you had that like clear vision from the beginning. It took me until my second year of college when I got hurt, an injury like you said, for me to realize exactly what you said. So I mean, we think alike. I was just like, well, what are the chances of me going to the major leagues right now? And my situation was, as a student athlete, it's hard to make money while you're trying to make it. So I'm like, I'm broke and I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the league, so I need to figure out what's going on with my life. And then that's when I decided to just get my real estate license and figure it out from there. Did you go to college after?
I was studying physical therapy at the time. When I graduated high school, I was doing physical therapy at Kaiser. And I was there for about a year. I did my prerequisites. And then when I was getting into core classes, I was just like, at the same time, I was working as an aide in a physical therapy clinic.
Nice.
Yeah, so then I was getting the experience at the same time, but then I was just like, if I want to go this route, I want to help athletes, because I just love sports and I love to work out, and I just want to be in that world. That's the world I want to be in. So I went up to my mom and I asked her, because she's a physical therapist now for 25 years.
Nice.
So I literally go to her and I was like, look, Mom, what are the odds of me being a therapist and working with athletes? She's like, that's like you getting drafted.
Wow.
I was like, wow. Did I go exactly? So what do you mean exactly? So pretty much she was just like, look, all the therapists that get picked up by sports, by teams, they don't leave, because you travel with athletes, you're around a bunch of celebrities, and you're making money helping players that either you like, you follow, or inspire you some way, or just in general, if you're just a sports junkie, you're with them 24/7.
That's actually what I wanted to do as well. Like when I first started college, my first major was physical therapy, and I think it's just something I guess athletes like, but that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to help athletes because I was an athlete and I know how it is to get hurt, and I knew the importance of a good trainer and physical therapist. So, but I don't know if you went through the same thing, but I actually went through a physical therapy session while I was in college because of my arm, and I just didn't really like the daily grind of a physical therapist. It just wasn't for me. Like you said, I wanted to help athletes, but in a physical therapist office or whatever, or a center, it's more of you're helping a big variety of people with a big variety of problems, as opposed to just helping athletes with the basics of the making sure that their ankles are good or making sure their knees are good or things like that. So I kind of just steered away from that.
Absolutely.
Is that what you did too, or?
I pretty much did the same thing, bro, because I know what I wanted. I know what I wanted, and I know what I wanted to do, because at the end of the day, you gotta love what you do in your career, in your job, your side hustle, your grind. You gotta love it for you to wake up every single day on your good days and bad days to keep on moving forward in the stuff that you love to do. But if you just go ahead and chase a job or a hobby just for the money, I don't care what nobody tells you, bro. It gets old after a while, and it just becomes...
It's like a vicious cycle.
Yeah, it just becomes a job.
And draining.
You just, exactly. So then you have that hype and motivation and eager to want to do it every day. But I tell you this, if you do it from the get-go for the money, eventually that grind is just not going to be there for you because you're just going to get tired of it.
Yeah, that's why I said draining. I feel like the biggest asset a human could have is their time and their energy. So whatever you focus your time on or your energy on is going to guide you to the results that you want. And if you're focusing most of your energy and your time on a job that you don't like, it becomes draining. It becomes nothing but draining. And now when you finish your job that you don't love, you get out of there probably frustrated with anxiety, and then you're so tired that you don't have it in you anymore to follow your passion.
Exactly.
So what I think it leads to is some sort of like depression over time, because you're constantly doing what you don't want to do, and then you're also constantly not doing what you do want to do. So that's why I feel like, and you need money to pay bills. So
Absolutely.
Since you need money to pay bills, you should always try to direct your energy to try to make money in something that you love, in the field that you love.
Yes. So people get comfortable. They see the money, it covers their bills, and they can still have the little nightlife freedom. Then people get content. And that's where I think people are starting to realize now that content is not going to get you far in the way this world is headed to, in the direction this world is headed to. And the way just, technology and life in general is sad to say, but it's pushing it's pushing people outside of this lifestyle that's evolving here. It's scary, bro.
I think it's creating bad habits.
Yes,
I think is what it's doing. And I'm guilty. Like I'll be the first one to say that I don't have the perfect habits, but I will also say that I'm aware of it, which is a big part of it. So I have bad habits because of my phone. So I've heard people say this, and I haven't started doing this yet, and it's a challenge that I want to do because I feel like it's going to better myself and my mind. When you wake up in the morning, most of the time, at this point of our lives, back in the day when we had flip phones, we live in an interesting time because we saw the flip phone era, and now we're seeing the iPhone era. When I had a flip phone, I would wake up in the morning and like just go on with my day. I'd go brush my teeth, wash my face, maybe take a shower, go work out, get stuff done, and my mind is constantly active and moving. And I feel like nowadays a lot of people wake up in the morning and the first thing they do is check their notifications or check their emails or check their messages as they're still laying down. So imagine you haven't even got up off your bed yet, and you're already in somewhat of in the trap of that vicious cycle of just like it becomes your dopamine. And unfortunately, if your dopamine is getting taken by your phone constantly, then you almost lose sight of like the real world. Like
absolutely,
the real dopamine. Like
I'm gonna sit here and say that happens to me too. It happens to I say all of us, bro. Like I wake up and I be like, it sucks, but it's a drug, bro. Our phone is literally a portable drug that we cannot get in trouble for. You know why? Because everybody's doing the same exact thing.
Yeah.
So you really can't point fingers out here because I don't care who you are, what you do. The phone consumes somewhat of you during your day.
What do you think is the best way to start your morning? Because now that we got into that, I'm just trying to think like, at least for me, like from my experience, the morning is the toughest thing for me in my day because I always start my day just exhausted, tired, groggy, but then eventually I feel amazing. So how do you get that groggy, just tired feeling like off you in the morning?
What helps me is funny. It's gonna be funny, but don't snooze.
yeah.
Exactly. Do not snooze your phone.
I mean,
exactly. So
I've heard it helps if you like put your phone like away so that you have to wake up, walk to it.
So I have my phone on my nightstand, which is literally in front of my bed, where I have like all my watch, my accessories for work and stuff. So that way I know that if I have to get off my bed to go to work, which my work stuff is there, so I'm going directly to my work and I'm turning off my phone. The times that I do fall asleep watching TV on my bed and the phone so happens to be next to me, those are the times that I snooze my phone.
True. Yeah. It's almost to me. It got to a point that it would be natural to hit snooze at least the first time.
At least the first time.
I would start doing it almost like while I'm sleeping, just kind of like I get quick with it.
Yeah, you're just there and you're like, did I even wake up and turn? Who turned off my snooze? It's supposed to be keep ringing. So it's funny that do not snooze. And if you do snooze, that gap, how long is that gap for you?
The gap of what? From
the snooze to the next alarm.
10 minutes.
So that 10 minutes, you go in such a deep sleep.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you wake up groggy.
It's the cycle. It's the same thing.
So you imagine you're in a deep sleep you're in a deep sleep before that alarm goes off. Then you go ahead and that alarm rings off and you're half asleep, dazed off, whatever. You hit the snooze and you literally knock out again.
Yeah.
And then those 10 minutes are like, wow, those were 10 minutes already? And then that's where you wake up all groggy and everything. That's what helps me. It's funny to say, but as simple and dumb it sounds, do not snooze your phone.
Yeah, it's crazy how it's the simple things. It really is.
So simple things in life and the most in front of your face, it's there. It has the answer for you. But we tend to ignore it because of the life and phone stuff that we have.
Yeah, habits are real, man. Like good habits and bad habits are a real thing, and that's something that I feel like should get talked about more because we're all like wired through our habits, like whether we know or not, we truly are, and it affects everything. It affects our mood. It affects the way that we live our life, what we do, and well, speaking of sleep. How many hours of sleep do you say that you average, or what do you recommend? Because I hear a lot of 6 hours is good. I've heard 6 hours is not good.
Yeah. So me, I personally get 7.
Okay.
6 on a bad day.
Yeah.
So I usually aim for 7 to 8, but I say depends on much exercise or physical activity you do, whether it's gym, work, sports, or anything. So me personally. I actually just learned this today from the coach that mentors me. He's like anywhere from 8 to 10 hours based off the exercise and the strain we put on our body. Minimum for us at least is 8 hours. On a good day is 10. But who can sit here and be like, yeah, I can sleep every day 10 hours?
I would say that's like on a rest day. Like my Sunday, I'll be like, oh, like, I love the days or I love the nights that I go to bed knowing that I don't need an alarm tomorrow. Like on that Sunday or something.
When you put your phone on Do Not Disturb,
man,
and you just go to sleep.
I love that. It's the best sleep, because just to sleep and then wake up naturally because you're rested and you're just ready for your day is such a difference compared to like just hearing that alarm. Oh, something that I'll say that helps me with an alarm is I don't know if your alarm is like loud or annoying or whatever, but I have music for my alarm. So through iTunes, you could just go on your settings and then go on the alarm and then put like a song as your alarm. So I try to put like easygoing songs like Bob Marley to wake me up, like nice good vibes, so that I'm not waking up with some crazy like weird like alarm.
I got you. Understand some panic alarm that people have there. Yeah,
exactly. Yo, I've gone on vacation with my friends that have alarms like that, and I'm like, yo, like it's as if someone's getting broken into the room.
Literally
I'm
dog
like,
barking, like police sirens, or like answer the freaking phone. It's like, yo, why do you even want to wake up like that, bro?
I need my peace.
Yeah, absolutely.
So after physical therapy, or you said you went to high school and studied physical therapy, but then did you decide to switch?
I kind of stopped physical therapy. And I just went pretty much on my own. I just got a regular 9-to-5 job. I work at Costco now in the mornings. So I went to there. I got hired by Costco now. I've been there for 5 years. And I work the shift that nobody wants to work. I go in at 5 in the morning.
Okay.
So I go in at, it's everything in life has pros and cons. So right. I got to wake up early and I got to go to sleep early.
But you have a day.
At the same time, I have the whole day when I get out of work after doing an 8-hour shift to do whatever I want, and that's where I took on my whole fitness and teaching.
Awesome.
That's why I left physical therapy, because I wanted to stay in the sports world, some kind of athletic world. So I kind of entered the whole gym life.
So you would go to work and then gym after?
And gym after, yeah. I get out by like 1:30, and just hit the gym, bro. And then to where I took off with my journey, and now I teach.
So yeah, let's talk about your journey, because your journey is inspiring to, I would say, anyone that listens or anyone that knows you. Because I mean, I saw it firsthand, where I've known you since high school and I follow you, so I see the journey that you're on, and the consistency that you put in is, to me, the most important thing.
Appreciate it, man.
But on top of the consistency, it's the intensity. So when you put the intensity and the consistency together, like Brian does, like, the results are gonna be there, and like we've seen, they're there. So how do you go from, like, did you want to go into a fitness journey? Was there something that triggered that, or you've just always been healthy, so you're like, I'm gonna
be real black and white with you guys, bro. So pretty much my journey now is going on 2 years. I was getting married last year, so my why, with anything in life, there's got to be a why you're doing it. So my why was pretty much, I got my pictures, and then I got my honeymoon.
Oh, okay.
So my why was like, cool. Yo, I'm overweight, I'm getting married, this is a crazy, like, chapter of my life is gonna happen. I got pictures, I'm going to cruise, I'm going to Puerto Rico.
Nice.
So I was like, I gotta get fit, bro. And that's pretty much what I did, and down 95 pounds, bro.
Down 95 pounds? You lost 95 pounds?
I lost 95 pounds, bro. So I wanted to go into the fitness world because everything in life is a mindset, bro.
95 pounds. 95 Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, 95 pounds.
In how many months? Like, when?
So
how? Like,
I did it in under about 9 months.
95 pounds in 8 months. All right. Was there like a specific routine that you followed, or this was just like
So I pretty much, it's consistency, but at the same time, I have one of my boys that he does meal plans and goes into macros and everything. So I went that route because I was like, I go to the gym, like you said. I saw you at the gym, where I was in and out of UFC gym, LA Fitness, Planet Fitness. I did all the gyms, trying to find that group of guys that, you know, are humble and actually like the fitness world. Because, you know, when you go to the gym, you got a bunch of egotistic ass people that swear they know it all, or they just...
Yeah, some people are in there just for a quick pump, but others are in there like you, on a mission.
Yeah, I'm on a mission.
And it's not just lifting weights, it's, which we're going to get into as well, because I'm interested in that, is your diet. That's
diet.
The most, in my opinion, because I've worked at a gym before, and I've been able to train people. So when you get into it, you realize that you could work out really hard, but if you're not eating right, it's counterproductive.
Big time.
And actually, you can not work out because life gets in the way. But if you keep a healthy diet, you're going to be healthier compared to the person that works out a lot but eats terrible.
Exactly, bro. Like you said, it's nutrition, bro. 100% is nutrition. Like I say, like, yeah, people that see me or follow me now on Instagram, yeah, I party. I like to party. I like to go.
I mean, we live in Miami.
Yeah, I live in Miami. You know, the raves, the EDC, Ultra, Life in Color.
There's always something going on in Miami.
Always something happening.
I
was in Wynwood yesterday for the 305 day.
Yeah.
Like, we have a 305 day, and I just found out like 2 days ago we have a 305 day. I didn't even know we had that. So I was like, okay, cool. So I saw DJ Laz, DJ Zog, all of them yesterday.
Shout out DJ Laz.
DJ Laz, DJ Zog, you guys killed it yesterday.
OG from Miami. I remember going to school listening to DJ Laz. That Chico's up.
Hey, he was there though with the limp though. He was there with the limp.
Every morning, bro. Every morning.
It
Consistency.
Was awesome. Consistent. I love it, bro. And like you say, nutrition. If you're going out every day and you're staying up late, believe it or not, staying up late takes a big toll in your whole fitness journey. Because like you said, if you're not resting, your body is not recovering.
That's true,
Let's just put it like that. So I say, if you want to go this route, fitness route, anybody can lift weights. Anybody can work out. Anybody can have a swole gym partner or a skinny gym partner that have the same mindset to take it to the top. But if your eating habits are shit, you're not even gonna go nowhere. I don't care who's next to you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're the one putting that food in your body, not your boy, not your gym partner, not your coach, your trainer. So I tell everybody, nutrition is key.
I say nutrition is key, and I also tell people, if you value your money, like, you're gonna save a lot more money if you meal prep and buy food in bulk. Like, shout out to Costco, because when you buy bulk in Costco, you get so much chicken for so little that when you cook it in meal prep, each chicken that you're eating is maybe $2 to $3.
Yeah.
But if you go to anywhere else, you're gonna spend almost $10 to $15 on probably a smaller meal.
Yeah, and that's like a portion, like exactly.
Yeah. So, and also meal prepping is the key to be consistent, because you're always gonna have food with you. I remember at one point I was trying to trim down, but like a fast trim. So I did the keto, or I attempted it because I just wanted to challenge myself. And it's tough for anyone doing keto. I would say that the best way to do it is to have everything that you need around you, like in your kitchen, and meal prep hard, because you're gonna get hungry. And if you're doing something like keto, when you're hungry and you need food, if you don't have it, you need to buy it somewhere. And once you buy the food somewhere, you already messed up your whole diet.
You already messed up. And that's why the meal prepping costs money. That's why people charge what they charge, because the time that it takes to do it, which is pretty much that's it, the time.
It's funny how, like, I guess people don't meal prep themselves. I would say just pure laziness, because if you're gonna save money doing it and you're gonna eat healthier doing it, then why don't you? It's because they don't want to buy the food, they don't want to go to the grocery store, they don't want to cook it themselves. And it's like, laziness is a real thing, and it goes hand in hand. If you want to be lazy about your diet, so if you don't eat right, you're not gonna feel right, you're not gonna feel energized, you're gonna have that couch feeling, and then you're just not gonna work out.
Yes.
So I say it impacts, like, almost, like I said, I think eating is more important than the actual workouts themselves.
It's 100%. You can lose weight fasting and eating correctly faster than you going to the gym every day, 2-3 hours that people do. People go to the gym for 3 hours, but then they go ahead and smack a pizza. It's like, yo, I was in the gym for 3 hours, but yeah, what did you eat the last 5-6 hours after the gym? Oh, I had this, I had that. Well, there you go, buddy.
It's counterproductive.
Yeah. They think they do more on this side, and they'll balance them out on this side, when no. In fitness, it sucks. It's boring. That's why I say it's a lifestyle. You got to change your circle. It sucks to say, but you got to change your circle. You got to change your eating habits, and then you go to working out. But if your circle is not where you want to be at, or your circle is not in the same kind of world you're in, it's going to be hard, because your circle's going to pull you to come over here, do this, do that, do this, do that. When you know you got to go to sleep at 8 o'clock, you got to get your 8-9 hours of sleep, you got to meal prep, you can't go out tonight because your refrigerator's empty, you don't have no meals for the next 3 days. So it's hard. And I could tell you from personal experience, from where I started 2 years ago to now, mentally, I have changed drastically. Yeah, my results are there, but where I see the most, where I see myself, where I'm like, yo, I've changed, is in the mental stage.
I think that, I feel like I agree with that, because when you look at someone, you can almost tell how they are doing mentally from seeing how they are physically. Because if you see someone that's really, really out of shape, like, not to say that everyone out of shape is not doing good mentally,
absolutely not.
But it's I would say it's harder, because it's hard to believe that they have the same energy as others when they're not eating the right things, and they have 200 pounds on them compared to others that don't have an excess 200 pounds.
Yeah.
So what about, I like to tell people too that, like, I don't know if you feel the same, but I tell people just stay away from scales, because scales in reality are nothing, because you're never going to know what the scale is telling you other than a number. And if you think about it, muscle is always going to weigh more than fat.
Absolutely.
So I've had, like, people that I'm training tell me, like, I don't understand, I'm eating so good and I'm doing these good workouts, but instead of losing weight, I just gained weight. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's a good thing, because what happened is, if you do your, I think it's called the BMI, or so when you look at your body and you're able to see, like, what is it called, that it tells you what your body fat is and what your muscle is?
Body fat and your BMI?
Yeah, I forgot what it's called, but there's like you stand there and you hold it.
Yeah, it's a machine that you just hold it and it tells your BMI and your
exactly.
body.
So when you look at that, you can, if you're, let's say gaining weight, what could happen is you lost fat, which is a good thing,
Absolutely.
and you gained muscle, which is a good thing.
Yes.
But in your mind, you're telling yourself, I'm not doing it right because I just gained weight. So it's like you almost confuse yourself.
So I tell my clients, same thing, do not get on the scale. Because you can't work out and be like, hey, I want to lose fat in this part, and then I want to lose fat over here on this part the next day. No, your body's going to lose its fat and lose its weight wherever it wants to lose its weight. So I tell my clients that get off the scale and weigh yourself maybe once a month, just to give yourself a ballpark. But I tell my clients from the day we start, do not get on the scale, and I want you to check in with me, or I'll check in with you. If you have questions, check in with me. But I will personally check in with you every week to see, hey, how's your energy? How do your clothes feel? How are you waking up in the morning? Is your sleep getting better? Is your energy better at work? Those are the questions I ask before I even tell them, hey, get on the scale, let me see how much you weigh. Because like you say, if you're working out, you're building muscle. And that muscle obviously weighs more than fat. So the scale for me is not my friend. Even for me today, I don't even weigh myself.
Yeah, same.
If I feel great, my energy's great, and my clothes are getting loose, I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah, exactly. And so I remember you said that you went on the journey because you were getting married. So did you give yourself 12 months, or how many months did you give yourself?
So I gave myself a total, it was like a 6-7 month period.
Oh, 6 to 7 month period where like the wedding was going to happen in 8 months?
Yeah, whatever's going to happen from here to there, that's where my pictures are. Okay. So from there to my pictures, whatever's going to happen, those are going to be my results.
How was your start? Was it a slow start, or you said, this is what I'm doing?
It was a cold turkey.
That's it.
I just woke up one day and I looked at myself in the mirror and I was just like, I don't feel good. I was 27 at the time, 29 now, 27, and I was just like, dude, I'm 27. I look on Instagram, all these young cats doing crazy stuff on social media now with the fitness world, which is amazing. I think I'm doing crazy stuff, but when I look at them, I'm like, yo, I'm nowhere near where I need to be at.
Yeah.
But pretty much it was a slow start, bro. It was hard, but I woke up and said, I need to be better. Because at the time, COVID was happening, and you had people that were in shape dying. You had people that were not in shape dying, which, you know, I'm sorry for the people that lost, you know, in that time. But that's what gave me the switch. You got healthy people falling, and I'm young and 95 pounds heavier. What can COVID do to me? So I don't want to, I didn't want to see what was going to happen. So I woke up and said, I got to get fit, or I got to live this healthy lifestyle to somewhat keep me safe from this virus that destroyed us.
I feel like looking at yourself in the mirror is a big thing for anyone. And it's crazy that that's where your journey started, just looking at yourself in the mirror, because it's such a simple thing, but we do it every day. Like, we look at ourselves in the mirror every day, but I don't think we really look at ourselves. We just kind of like glance and like take a quick check, like, is my hair good? If I'm a girl, is my makeup good? Is my, like, quick check, and that's it. But to me, it's more about like looking at yourself as a person. Like, when you think about it, if you, at least because I thought about this recently. When I wake up in the morning and I'm that groggy feeling, like, I don't look like a person that you'd want to confront, because I look like I'm tired. I look just drained. I just look like I don't want to talk. But if I go downstairs and I see someone outside, I'm not going to give them that same look. I'm going to smile and I'm going to be approachable and I'm going to be, So then I thought about it and I'm like, why give that energy to someone else and not give it to myself? Like, why don't I look at myself in the mirror and, like, I'm not gonna be crazy either and like talk to myself, but like, why not? If you smile at yourself in the mirror as if you're smiling at a stranger, it's a good feeling. And I found that out recently. It's just, it feels nice.
You can wake up and look at yourself and be like, you know what? Thank you for letting me wake up today. Thank you for letting me feel how I feel right now, and let's go ahead and have a great day. If you just tell yourself, let's go and have a great day today, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a great day. But if you wake up with oh my God, I'm tired. Oh my God, I gotta go to work. That same energy and just vibe that you had, that people just have and take with them, it's gonna follow you through the rest of the day.
Did you find that mindset throughout your journey, or is that something you had before going on your journey?
I had it through my journey. I found that switch through my journey.
Cool.
From listening to personal development and, Mark Hughes, Tony Robbins, Eric Thomas. Yeah. Those things exist, bro. That personal development world definitely does exist. For somebody that went from not reading, not listening to... I had trouble listening to my own teachers in school. Like, I listened to them and just going out one ear and out the other one.
Same, yeah.
But when you actually sit there and listen to these people talk about just life in general and how to go day to day to live that lifestyle you want to live, bro, it's a drug.
Yeah.
They can change you
for the better.
For the better. A whole 360.
I agree. I mean, I would say the younger you are, the better it is to get into that personal development world, because if not, you're just kind of going with the flow. But if you want to be the best version of yourself, which in my opinion, I think everyone should strive to be the best version of themselves every day, like at least 1% better, you got to tap into personal development, because unfortunately, you wake up in the morning and you go to school. No one in school is going to teach you personal development, because you're learning about math, you're learning about reading, English, this and that, history. And then when you come home from school and you start playing sports, you're just thinking about your sport. But you need to take some time to think about yourself and pick up a book. I was not a reader at all. I was the same as you. We would just list, like, it wouldn't register. Like, the only thing that registers for me are things that I care about. So if I'm sitting in a history class, history was my worst subject. And to me, it was because I truly just didn't care about it, because it was a teacher teaching me these things that are on a book, and I see these pictures and words about how George Washington did this so many years ago, and I'm just like, but like, we're here now. like what am I gonna do with my life now? Like, I know it's important to learn history, but that's just my mentality of it.
Of course.
But when I tapped into what I wanted to learn, which was success and people that have more than what I have, because not to be selfish, but like they can provide more for their family because they have more, and like I want to do the same. I want to travel. Traveling's not free. It's not cheap either.
No.
So I'm like, damn, I want to travel. I want to take care of my family. I want to be better. How? So that's when you pick up a book and you start reading, and you just learn from people that have what you want.
Yep.
I feel like there's no other way. It sounds so like simple, but it really is.
But the most simple things are the most hardest things to understand, because it's like when you play sports. People can shoot threes. Nowadays, people go ahead and shoot threes, but they go ahead and do a layup line, and they can't do a layup to save their lives. Same thing what you're talking about. It's so simple. The answers are right in front of you. They don't teach you this in school, but you can go to the library and learn it if you want to.
Especially nowadays, you can learn it on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can learn so many things on YouTube and Google. I preach a lot, just figure it out. Like, literally just figure it out. That's why I picked up a book, because I mean, it really is that simple. Like, I wanted success. I wanted more than what I had. I wanted freedom. I wanted to travel. Well, okay, who's doing that? So I go on Google. I look up these successful people. And then I see on YouTube them interviewing, them talking, them letting the world know how they did it. And then it's not a secret. Like, most of them read books. Most of them practice personal development. Most of them are successful and have what they want because they're able to handle it. If you're not mentally ready for everything that you want in life internally, then unfortunately it's not just gonna pop up into your world. Yeah. So the person that's successful and is at the level that you want to be at, he didn't just get there. He did a lot of shit to get there. So that's where my thing is, like, figure it out. What did he do? Well, he read these books. I would say I'm on the same wavelength as a lot of successful people, because we have the same information through the same books that we read in our brain. So it's similar frequencies. And like, I don't know if you know about the law of attraction, but I believe in that too, because I feel like it's as simple as the law of gravity. Like, it's not, you can't see it, but it's here.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's something that I feel like people should also realize. And I don't know why, but it's not in our science books. Like, gravity is in our science books and, other laws of science, but they don't really break down the law of attraction to let people know that they can really do whatever they want to do.
You literally can. In this world, the platform is there for you. You just got to go ahead and find it. You gotta find it, and then once you find it, go full throttle on it, just like if you were to work your 9-to-5 job.
So I remember you mentioned that you got in with a good circle. How did that happen? Was it just through naturally working out and then meeting people?
That was just my sister brought me to this gym in Homestead, where it's a boot camp. It's the one that I teach out of now.
It's intense.
Yeah, bro.
Is it like that every day? Is it that intense every day?
Every day we do HIIT workouts. Every day HIIT workouts.
For how long?
They're about 45-minute classes to an hour. And
That's
then we
no
have
excuse.
and then we have open gym if you really want to push weight after. But I'm pretty sure after the 45 minutes of the HIIT workout, you don't even want to stay for open gym.
Yeah.
But yeah, my sister brought me there. She brought me to that community in Homestead. It's very family. It's a family owned, so it's a lot of love and support in there. A lot of different testimonies in there, man. Me going in there, I thought my testimony, my story was a big impact. But you got other people there with some crazy stories that push me every day, or give me the drive to, I've come this far, I can't stop, because I've motivated somebody, influenced somebody.
That's amazing that you mentioned that, because speaking of the law of attraction, it seems like to me that you looked at yourself in the mirror and then you told yourself, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to do. You were intentional about it, and then for whatever reason the circumstances put you in, Brian is in a journey, let's put him in a room full of people that have been on the journey too. And that's where you ended up. I feel like that doesn't happen by accident.
It doesn't not happen.
It's like
by accident.
You need to know what you want.
Yeah, I lived over there in Eureka for 15 years, and then in that 5-year gap I moved to Homestead, and then when the 2 years that I wanted to do that switch, law of attraction, bro. My sister, which is younger than me.
Was she on a fitness journey?
She's on a fitness journey as well. She's younger than me. I wasn't gonna listen to my sister and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym with you." No, I was not.
So it's funny. She probably was working out harder than you.
Working out harder than me. She went like months, bro. I'm talking about months. It could have even been a year of just her telling me, "Hey, try this gym out. Hey, try this gym out. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it." And I was just like, "No, no, 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 no." Until one day, I just woke up and said, "Hey, where's that gym that you've been telling me to go to?"
Do you know what was the reason for the no's? Like, just cause I'm good. Like,
cause I go to UFC. I know how to work. I know how to work out. I was in that same world as that. Leave me alone. I know how to work out. I eat whatever I want, and I could push weight.
Yeah.
But that's just, with that comes a lot of, my mentality where my ego was through the roof. I knew I know what to do in the gym because my background, my physical therapy, I know how to work out. I know the proper body mechanics. So you really couldn't tell me nothing back then. Now, with the whole personal development and what we spoke about, my mental state, I'm a student now, bro. I'm always a student. I don't care. Even to this day, I still ask questions. I still, hey, what can I do to better my form or better my technique in this workout that I've been doing, that I do every single day? But there's always room for improvement in this world. So the number one thing I tell people, if they're ever going to start anything in life, bro, remain a student. Coachable. Always.
Yeah, I think the best teachers are amazing students, because you need to be an amazing student to learn the stuff that you're teaching.
Absolutely.
And that's good that you're not complacent, because some people could learn all the stuff they need to, and then they become a trainer, they become complacent, and that's it. They don't accept more knowledge. But that's good that you're open to that. And so when you got into this warehouse, how was that first class like? Because I'm assuming being, in LA and UFC, you weren't used to the HIIT lifestyle.
No,
you were probably
man.
just like lifting weight.
I was used to the
I remember you were lifting weight. When I worked out with you that one time at UFC, I remember I had just taking a little break from the gym. I had been busy, so I'm trying to get back in there. My first chest day in a while. Oh my God, you destroyed me.
I appreciate that.
I couldn't even finish the workout. I didn't want to say no, but I couldn't do it. I'm I'm good, bro.
I appreciate that, man. So
how do you go from the weights to that lifestyle?
Bro, it was imagine walking into a room at 90 degrees, and then At the time, I was like, I ain't no punk. My sister invited. If my sister could do this, I could do this.
You have to.
Bro, I ate those words in the first, 15 minutes. I looked at my sister. She's going full throttle. And I'm just like, wow, I'm talking all this crap. And I'm dying. But I can't show that because of my personality, my attitude, how I walked into that gym is like, yo, I'm a gym rat. Yo, I'm gonna destroy this workout. That shit smacked me in the face real quick. I was like, this is hard.
How are you feeling that next day? Did you come back? Did you come back the next day?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Nice. Being an athlete and competitive, I was like, that destroyed me. But at the same time, that pain was kind of enjoyable, and I've never felt that. Bro, I slept like a baby that day, bro. That night I went home and I knocked out so hard.
I would have needed an ice bath. If not, I already know I would have woke up in the middle of the night with a huge cramp.
No.
It's happened to me
I'm
before,
surprised I didn't,
terrible.
but I slept so good that I was just like, I got to go back to that and give it at least one more shot to see if I really want to stay at that gym or stay at your franchise gym.
When you go in there, do they look at you like, okay, these are the new people, so let's make sure that we don't give them too intense a workout, and then these are the guys that have been here for a while, so is it different, or is it just you're new? Well,
from day one,
good luck.
From when I started there till now, it hasn't changed.
Oh, it's the same workout?
No, as in let's say, because there's people there that are obviously a lot more athletic, and they can work out and kill it, but then we're never separated. What I like about that is very hey, if you can't do it, we'll give you plan B. And if you can't do plan B,
cool, yeah.
we'll give you plan C. So there's always options. No one gets left behind in that warehouse. Everybody works out together.
Is that where you ended up becoming a trainer at?
That's where I became a trainer
cool.
and I teach classes there. So
how did that happen? How long did it take you for you to be a new person to this to now I want to be a trainer?
So
here?
now the training started I'd say 5 months ago.
Oh, congrats, bro. Nice.
Yeah, so we're I'm more consistent. I have my clientele now at the gym I teach out of. I focus more on one-on-one personal training because I like that one-on-one conversation. Hey, how are you feeling?
That's important.
Why do you want to do this? It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. But that conversation is different than you talking to 6, 7, 8, 10 other people where they probably don't feel comfortable telling you why they want to do it or why they started this in the first place.
Yeah.
So for me there, I teach classes more for endurance, stamina. So, but I focus more on the one-on-one personal training.
That's good. Yeah, I feel like one-on-one personal training is, if you're able to, is amazing. I mean, I used to have a personal trainer when I was playing baseball, and it was actually, I'm sure you remember Mikey Perez.
Yeah.
It was his dad, Humberto Perez.
Yeah.
Shout out to Humberto Perez,
Yes.
Mikey Perez, Jovan, the squad, the family.
Studs. Play basketball all the time in open gym over there.
Oh, they're studs, bro.
Yeah.
Baseball, basketball, football. Anything.
I don't understand how you play baseball and you're there knocking out 20 points a game in basketball. I'm just
I'll tell you how. This is how. Because every baseball player could play every sport. People may not agree with me, but I'm going to say that on record right here. Baseball players can play any sport, but other people that play other sports can't necessarily play baseball. The reason why I say that is because if you're good enough to hit a 90-mile-per-hour fastball and a 78-mile-per-hour curveball that just curves out of nowhere, and you're able to throw a ball with good form, you can probably shoot a basketball too.
Oh, for sure.
And you can probably throw a football and catch a football too.
Yeah.
But a football player that can catch a football and throw a football, or a basketball player that can shoot a three, you give them a bat, good luck.
I tried it.
Good luck. Yeah.
I tried it my senior year.
Good luck.
And
even throwing a baseball, even catching one. If you're just playing catch with a baseball player, he's throwing 80, just letting it go, just normal. If you don't know how to catch, you get a football player that's never played baseball before and tell him, yo, catch this. It's dangerous.
Yeah,
it's straight up dangerous.
You'll numb your whole hand. Your whole hand will go numb. Bro, I tried it my senior year. Yeah, I shout out to baseball players for real, bro, because I tried it my senior year, and I was like, yeah, let me just go get a basketball because
it's tough, bro. It's tough. I've been playing it. I've played it since I was 3.
You blink.
So to make a high school baseball team, you almost got to be a stud if you've never played baseball before. You got to be faster. You got to have something unique about you. But anyways, Humberto Perez was my trainer, and we would do one-on-ones, maybe one other person or maybe a group of 3, but it's still one-on-one. He's very, it's just he's 100% of his time is dedicated to your improvement. So he watches your every rep, and if okay, I have to do 10 reps, right, of bicep curls. If he sees I'm on 7 and I'm gonna easily get to 10, he's not gonna let me get to 10. Like if he sees, oh, he's gonna get to 10, he goes in front of me, and like 7.5, he literally grabs the weight,
and
like
pushes you,
and just like starts to push it down.
Gives you some resistance.
It's like torture, bro. It's
That's
like,
what I like. That's why I kind of lead to the whole one-on-one. Like you say, the classes are great. I like classes. Me to have a one-on-one personal trainer, I don't really like it. I like the class. I like the group. Because honestly, I feed off that energy. That's what motivates me. That's what pushes me. I find the biggest, fastest, strongest person in the room, and I try to go at that person's intensity. Because obviously, that's where that guy's obviously stronger than me, faster than me. His results are insane. You got to humble yourself. And I ask him, hey, how did you get to that? I did this. All right, bro, I'm going to compete with you now in this warehouse because that's where I want to get to. And that's the kind of mentality that you got to have in this lifestyle, because you can get content very easily. Oh, I got the six-pack, I got the veins, I got this, I got that. I got the body I want, I feel great. But there's always room for improvement. And there's always a healthier lifestyle you can live, bro. There's so many different diets, vegetarian, pescatarian. There's a bunch of different lifestyles that you can go into where it's going to benefit you some way or another, or it might be bad for you some way, but that's where you got to just, try it out.
Yeah, there's so many
trial
workouts
and error,
out
and
there.
if it doesn't work, find something else. If that diet's good for you, pursue it.
Do you have a schedule when it comes to working out? Is it always Monday through Friday, Monday through Saturday? Are you off any days?
So I work out 6 times a week. I'm not gonna sit here and I could do 7 days. I do 7 days every now and then, every day. But at this point where I'm at right now, I just want to maintain, and I want to get as lean as possible, but I want to maintain the same size. So I've narrowed it down to now 4 times a week.
That's nice.
5 times a week. So I have 2 days of rest.
Yeah, because rest is important.
Very important. 4 to 5 days. And then I go to the warehouse maybe 2 times a week, 3 times a week. Because if I go back to my old schedule where it's every day, Monday through Friday, sometimes Monday through Saturday at the warehouse, I'll be losing too much weight. So where I'm at right now in my journey, which I'll tell you now, I'm actually gonna go into the whole physique bodybuilding world. So
I feel like that's the next step.
That's my like I said, it's my next step, my next level. So now I got myself a 90-day plan. I'm gonna go ahead, and I got a couple coaches that I'm looking at to go ahead and hopefully hire one of them so I can go ahead and do a physique contest.
And when you do a physique contest, how many months do people usually train for that? Because I know it's an extremely strict, obviously workout diet, but not a workout diet, a workout plan, but also the diet plan. So for how many months is that intense working out?
So it's a very strict where you can hire them, and then if you're not following them or you're not following what the contract says, they could fire you. As in thank you for the money, because that's their name.
Cool.
You're representing on the stage.
Would you want to be one of those trainers? Because I feel like that's another.
That's a whole nother level.
It's a whole nother thing. Yeah, I never knew about that.
Personally, I just want to compete to see how far I can take my body now, because from where I started to now, bro, I feel amazing. Not for nothing, I've never felt how I feel now compared to when I was playing football. And I was somewhat in shape, but I wasn't where I'm at right now, obviously.
Yeah.
So, me personally.
So how many months was it?
That's a 3 to 4 month period of straight.
And when is the show?
Full throttle.
Or the competition?
That's they have one now in March, which obviously I missed it, which was in West Palm. But they have another one, which I gotta look into it, what day it is, because I know I just missed this one. So I gotta find out.
I ask because we're gonna have you back on here.
Fire,
like everyone else, we're just gonna talk, and then you can come back a couple months later and see how far you've come, where your goals are, just reassess. And of course, you're always welcome here, anyways. But after that tournament, we're gonna hope to see you win first place and then come back with an award. And speaking of that,
God willing, bro. God willing.
how does that work when it comes to those competitions and the award? Let's say, is it like a first place, second place, third place winner, or just the first place? Like how's
You
that
have your
organized?
first, second, and third place winners. But me personally, like you say, I'm trying to get that first place.
Of course,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna work on myself and grind as much as I can to go and tell myself I got this in the bag. I'm gonna get first place. That's how determined and dedicated I'm gonna be these next 90 days.
I think you're gonna win first place. I feel like there's no doubt.
I hope so, bro. I appreciate that 100%.
If you
man.
keep that mindset and you back it up, which you will, because of the circle around you, which is of course extremely important.
My whole warehouse is behind me now. They're like, "Yo, when are you gonna start training? When's your competition?"
All it is you finding the right trainers and just doing what they tell you to do. If they have experience in that field, you're good, bro.
Yeah,
I'm sure you're gonna be
remain coachable. That's all you can do, bro.
Yeah.
Humble yourself. There's people that are 10 times better than you out there, and you just gotta put your ego to the side and be like, "Hey, I need your help.
Yeah.
What do I gotta do?"
So what is the first place and second place, third place winner? What do they get? Do you get like maybe, I don't know, like now you're eligible for another tournament,
yeah,
or how does
that work? You get a medallion, and then if you get first place, you get your medallion, you get the cash prize, and then if you want to go into the next competition, because you have your amateur, then your semi-pro, cool. Then you got your pro.
Nice.
And if you want to go in, obviously to the pro world, then you got to get your license and become certified in that.
You need a license and be certified
to go become a professional bodybuilder. Yeah, because
interesting.
It's a whole nother world out there.
Yeah, yeah. No, definitely. That's interesting. I mean, that's cool, man. Like you just want to continue to level up. I feel like that's how everyone should. Yeah.
That's what we should do in life.
You could have become complacent and been like, I like you said, I feel amazing. This is the most amazing I feel. So like that's it. And you're just like, no. I feel this amazing. So now what's next? And you found what's next, and you're doing what's next. So I'm very excited. You're gonna be a great guest on this show, because I promise you, every time we have Brian on, so another level up just happened. Like, yo, welcome back, Brian. What's up now? Well, what do we got?
Absolutely, bro. That's my goal. That's my route, and that's where I'm headed to, bro. Honestly, I don't see nothing, God willing, stopping me to do and accomplish that.
And what's the cash prize for these competitions?
Honestly, you want me to be real? I don't even know the cash prize. I'm really, the money's great, but I'm going more for myself. Like, the money, I'll win money. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh yeah, I have money. I don't need it." No, the money.
No, you're probably gonna reinvest it in yourself anyways.
With that competition, the money's there, but I'm doing it more for a standpoint for myself, where I came from, share my testimony. Hey, I was this weight, I did it naturally. That's another.
Let's do that now. The testimony. So let's talk about that. What weight were you, and what are you down to now?
Okay, so
just so people know that don't know you.
So pretty much, my name is Brian. I was 27 years young at the time, and I was weighing about 235 pounds, and
how'd you feel when you were 235? Did you feel like it's okay and I'm comfortable, or did you know you weren't okay?
Yeah, I was chilling. I was like, cool. Yeah, I party, I work out, I play sports, I play basketball, play football. I could keep up. It was great.
It was straight up just.
It
was
wedding. Just a normal
that's
day.
When you
yeah,
were like,
it was just like cool. I said. I woke up and I said, I don't like what I see here, being so young.
Yeah.
And then with everything that's going on in the world, I can possibly get affected by this.
Yeah.
So it was just that, life and death decision where I was just like, either I become healthy or COVID is going to destroy me. Let's be real. That's the life that's when my journey started. Sad to say, but it was around COVID. But back to what we were saying, I was weighing 235. I was able to drop all the way down to like 160. And then my body fat was about 29% body fat. I dropped it down to 9% body fat.
Nice. Yeah, that's not easy to do.
And I have pictures of all of this, so if people don't believe the testimony, the story.
No, we're gonna be able to put it next to you somewhere here as you're talking about it.
Yeah, I could show you.
You just send us all that, and so people could see it, because they have to. They should definitely see that.
So
I mean, anything is possible if you put your mind to it.
Anything is possible. You put your mind to it, and you literally there's gotta be a why.
And you gotta want it.
Why are you doing this? Why are you putting your body through this? Why are you reading these books? Why are you going to... It's always why.
Here's a good question, speaking of the why. So after you accomplished your goal, or you crushed your goal, and now I'm assuming you had a great wedding and the pictures were probably even better than you even expected. Now it's over. That's the past. I did it. Why did you continue? What's your why after that? Since your why was the wedding, after it's like...
Why was pretty much the way I feel. I've never felt like this.
Oh, so now you're just addicted to the feeling
I'm
of being
addicted
the best
to the
version of
feeling,
yourself.
the best
Like,
version.
Yeah.
I love how I wake up every day. I love how I go to sleep every day. I love that, dude, I can literally do whatever physical activity that needs to get done, or that I want to do, and enjoy it. Before, it'd be like, hey, let's go mountain biking. I'd be like, yeah, cool, let's go. But then on the way, I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna die.
Exhausted.
This is gonna suck.
Yeah, that is fun though.
Yeah. So I just...
Have you been to Shark Valley?
All the time.
Oh, I've only been there once.
We definitely gotta go.
Trippy place, bro.
Shark Valley is definitely,
The alligators just sunbathing there. It's different. I had never seen something like that.
I love it though. My next thing there, which is obviously, get past that there are alligators next to you, is to run those 15 miles.
Ooh.
Yeah, because this is a 15-mile bike ride. And
Have you ever ran 15 miles?
No.
How many miles have you ran? Like, what's the most?
My most I've ran was like 5 miles.
That's tough, bro.
So, and 5 miles is rough. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, it's easy.
You know David Goggins?
No, I haven't played that.
No way, you don't know who David Goggins is? Wow.
Yeah,
I'm sure I'm gonna put you on to him after this, but I'm sure you've seen him or heard of him before. Nah, but he's similar to your story. He didn't like how he was feeling. He felt overweight. He wanted to change, and he did in a drastic way. And he became an ultra runner. Like 15 miles to him is almost like a warm up. Like
wow.
he'll run over 50 miles. Like he's ran 100 miles before. And
you definitely gotta put me on. That's crazy.
His
I've never even heard.
The best thing about him is the way he speaks and his mentality towards life and towards just what he wants to be and getting after it. He's a beast. But running has never been. I love sprinting. I love the quickness. I love sweating, and I love cardio. But long distance, like biking and stuff, but long distance running for me, it's a mind game, bro. You almost have to numb your body and go on that runner's high, where you're just like, you're numb and you're just going. Like,
you're just going. That's where the runner's high comes up with. I'm glad.
But it's such a great feeling, man. Running, like, I need to do it more often, because the times that I actually do it, I hate it, so I don't do it often. But the times that I just silence myself and I'm like, yeah, I hate it, but it only takes me 20 minutes. Yeah. Bro, you run 20 minutes and you run close to 2 miles, if not 2 miles. Yeah. And, like, it's not a lot, but that's 20 minutes. That's 2 miles more than what you would have done in a whole day.
That's 2 miles that you didn't even do. That's the 2 miles.
Yeah,
the
20 minutes is nothing. It's crazy.
It's the mindset you put yourself in those 20 minutes. That feeling that is like, yo, I'm glad I did this.
How do you escape that? How do you go from, like, I should run 2 miles to, fuck that, I'm gonna run 2 miles? Like,
why?
True.
Why? It may seem like so like it's that simple. Yes,
it is that simple. You're right.
It literally is. Why? Why do you have to wake up every day? Ask, why do you have to wake up every day?
Why do I have to wake up every day? To live, to survive.
Why do you need to go to work?
To live, to survive, to pay bills, literally.
So it's literally, life is always a why. Why you got to do it? Why do I continue to do this? I feel great, and it's helped me in my life in general.
One thing that I heard in a podcast recently that changed my perspective on my way of just thinking is when you think about your ancestors and the way that they lived and how they had to wake up in the morning and literally survive. Where today, like, I say that, but no one's out here trying to kill me. I don't have to kill an animal to go eat. Yeah. But back in their time, like before all these buildings and cars and all that, like, your ancestors, our ancestors, are out here on a mission to survive.
To survive. No phones.
And we're here, and we're comfortable. We're here, we have a nice bed. We got a couch we can sit on. We got a TV. Like, it's just a whole different world that we live in, and that's what kind of keeps me going sometimes, where if I feel comfortable watching TV sitting on the couch and I know I should work out, after listening to that podcast, I think to myself, what would my ancestors think of me? Like, the least I could do, I'm not going out there hunting an elephant to feed my family, but like the least I could do is go lift some weights, go run a couple miles, like
grab a book, read, go outside, enjoy the weather. You know, people around the world are blizzard in right now.
Yeah.
People don't take advantage of this nightlife here in Miami. They're just so content of being home and comfortable. And
the highlight of my day, every day, is when the sun touches my skin. I'm not an inside person. Like I love the sun. Like I like being outside. It gives me energy. Like that feeling of the sun to me is just, it gives me life. So that's why I encourage walks. I encourage going to the park and just disconnecting and just breathing. Take a book to the park. It's beautiful.
See, that's something I don't do.
Yeah.
I don't really go to the park, and so I will take that into consideration, and I'll try that.
I'm lucky in the sense that, well, I guess it's just something I've always been used to. Maybe this goes with the law of attraction as well, but what I used to do when I would live with my parents is always walk my dog every day, because I have a Great Dane, and she's getting up there. She's like 12 years old. So the older they get, the more they need to move, because if they just lay down all day, they're going to have joint issues. So I always walk my dog, and it forces me to be outside and to just enjoy the nature, the trees. And now I move in here, and I'm lucky enough to have a park right next to this building. So that's where I'm just lucky, and I take advantage of it. But I think it's important to just disconnect and find yourself. If you don't have a why, then just like disconnect and be with yourself and figure out your why. Because I think that's the most important.
You look at yourself in the mirror and be like, well, what do I want to do in life? Do I want to stay here? Look at yourself. Look at the last 5 years. If you're comfortable where you're at in those last 5 years, then okay, keep living the life that you want to live. But in those 5 years, you've had any doubt, or if you've ever questioned yourself, what can I do to be better? Or who do I have to meet? Who do I have to talk to go to the next level of my job and my career, my side business, my hustle? Then it's going to be hard for you, bro. It's going to be hard for you to really look at yourself and be like, do I want to better myself?
Yeah, no, definitely. It's how it is. When you started going on this journey, you said about 2 years ago, what did your goals look like back then compared to like where your goals are now? Like, what do you want to call, like, what's happiness to you? You know, like, what are you going after? What are you chasing?
So right now I'm chasing the whole physical look to become a physique contender, bodybuilder contender, whatever you want to call it. But my goals back then were pretty much just to lose as much weight as possible to eventually, you know, I've always wanted to be in the fitness world. The whole back to physical therapy, well, football, physical therapy, helping people, now training. I've always wanted to live a healthy lifestyle because I know we suffer in the United States of obesity. And I can say I was in that bracket being so young. And my parents always told me, bro, as you get older, you know, it's going to catch up to you, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
It's definitely going to catch up to you. And like they said, we're only getting older. 29 now. So I was definitely feeling the aches and pains. My back, you know, doctors wanted to do surgery on my back.
Wow.
But my mom, being in the occupation she is, she was like, if it's not keeping you in bed,
yeah, definitely,
don't do surgery on your back. So I'm glad I took that route. But basically, I just wanted to live a healthy lifestyle and become a better version due to the circle I was hanging around with. And then my results now, and what I'm comparing it to back then, is just I just want to become a better person mentally, because I guess my physical appearance is already there. That's a what's the word? It's an obvious thing, because I'm gonna keep working for that, and I'm gonna want to become a contender and everything. But my goal now is pretty much to grow mentally, to where I can be like, hey, can I help you? Because I know life is hard.
I think you have it pretty much perfect, because some people try to do the opposite, where they try to do everything in their career, they try to do everything in their life, and then they maybe think like, I'll focus on myself and my mental later. Like, let me do this first. Let me get this done first. But in reality, the way that life is, or seems to be, is if you focus on your mental first and your mindset and everything inside of you, like internally, whether it's not only what you're putting in your brain, but also what you're eating, what you're drinking. That's going to help you attack your goals and everything else in life. So I think you prioritizing that is going to bring clarity to any path that you want to take in life. You're already going to, like I said before, if you're mentally ready for success, then it will come to you instead of you running after it nonstop all day. So the fact that you're taking a couple steps back and just being like, all right, I accomplished my goals and I'm good health-wise, but like, let me get good, like mental, like personal development. I think the roads are gonna come to you in like endless ways. You're gonna get to pick and choose what you want to do, like whenever you want to do it.
And that's based off the circle I hang out with, bro. It's just they're always pushing to be better persons, better mentors.
Have you ever, random thought or question? Have you ever met anyone from American Ninja Warrior? Like, I just feel like, or have you ever thought about that? Because I feel like the people that work out in the gym that you go to they work out so intense that when I look at something like American Ninja Warrior and I think about like, what type of workouts do these guys do? I think about the gym that you're in.
Bro, I did a terrain race last year. Yeah, over there in Amelia Earhart, I guess the park over there in Hialeah.
Is that the mud thing, mud runner?
No, it's not a mud runner. It's actually called a terrain race.
Okay.
So it was like basically like a 5K of obstacles.
Oh,
bro,
shit.
That I was like, and I've always, as a kid, I was like, you know what,
that sounds exhausting.
That Ninja Warrior is pretty cool. Like,
yeah.
If Ninja Warrior is listening, I would love to be on Ninja Warrior.
Yo, hey, have Brian out there.
Yo, so yes. I've always wanted to do it, and I would love to. Right now that you say, if I ever knew somebody,
I'm sure there's applications.
If I knew somebody right now, I would have signed up already.
Go on Google. American Ninja Warrior submission. I feel like,
but that terrain race is serious, bro. With the whole rope climbing and that takes a whole nother type of conditioning.
It probably hits muscles that people are used to not even working out.
You got to go into that world and train with that type of exercising, because you have your HIIT workouts, you have your gym, and then you have your calisthenics. And you have
true.
So it's like, if you're gonna go into that world, you gotta do 1,000 pull-ups. You gotta be in the monkey bars 24/7 because their upper body strength is ridiculous.
Nah, yeah.
And I went rock climbing.
Intense.
I went rock climbing like 2-3 months ago.
Yo, that is a workout, man.
Yo,
I went rock climbing for the first time a couple months ago. My forearms had never experienced a workout like that.
I thought that was me.
It felt like they were just coming apart, and then it got kind of numb throughout the experience, but the next day, like, wow, bro. And my back too.
Yes.
My back was sore in places that I've never been sore before with all the back workouts that I do in the gym. Bro, and it was just free weight. I was just free weight. And you have the little harness that helps a little bit, but it's intense, bro. And you have your whole body weight on your fingertips.
I thought it was me, bro. My forearms were like on fire, bro. Like I woke up like my arms were like this. I was like, yo, what is that?
Yeah, no, it's a great workout and it's fun.
It's now I need to go back.
Which one did you go to? The one
it was there on in Kendo by like London Square.
Yeah, by Tamiami Airport.
Tamiami Airport over there.
Yeah, it's the same one I went to.
It's fire, bro. I loved it.
That shit's fun. And so when it comes to your diet, when you went on that journey, because I'm assuming to lose and shred that much weight, of course, a big part of it was the diet. So, and that's something that I need to get better at, because I have times like I eat really healthy, but then I have times where I just don't, and then I fall off, and then I get back into it. But do you think that it's best to have breakfast, lunch, dinner, or do you think it's best to have just lunch and dinner? Because I've heard it's good to intermediate fast. But
intermediate fasting is good.
And I also heard that breakfast can be overrated. But then I hear that it's the best meal of the day. So I'm just like, what is it?
You can fast to a certain extent. Fasting, with everything, your body gets used to it. You program your body a certain way. If you do it long enough, your body will be programmed and be like, this is a norm. So what I tend to do is I do like 2 to 3 weeks of intermittent fasting. So I do 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks of like 16-hour fasts. But then my first meal after the 16 hours would be my breakfast. So I'll smack egg whites and turkey and a toast at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But then I eat every 3 hours after that. So no, I don't do the whole breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I do the fast. Mm-hmm. Then I do my breakfast. Then 3 hours later, I have a snack under like 250 calories. Then I have my lunch the next 3 hours. So I eat about like 5 to 6 times a day with snacks and meals.
Is it true that doing that makes your metabolism way faster.
Definitely does. And
so
it helps
it's a
you
bad
burn,
thing.
Yeah, and
to
it helps
not
you burn
eat
fat.
So like, yeah, I think that's important to talk about because some people may think that, oh, I want to lose weight, so let me not eat as much.
That's
but
terrible.
in reality, it seems to be the opposite. If you want to lose weight, you actually have to eat more throughout your day, but eat less and eat healthier each time you eat.
Smaller portions, and do not skip any meals. Like you say, people have this tendency of do a meal or two a day because they want to go into a calorie deficit, but their calorie deficit is way under they're supposed to be going to because they go into this whole starvation mode where they do 1 or 2 meals and they be like, yeah, I'm not losing any weight or I'm plateauing. Like I told you before, whatever you program your body, it's going to become a norm for it. So if you go ahead and don't feed your body the meals that it has to be fed throughout the day, 4, 5, 6 meals a day, your body's gonna go into a starvation mode where it's like, yo, I'm either sick, what's going on? This is not normal.
Is it true that in starvation mode, your body starts to lose muscle, or is that like
your muscles is what gives you the energy, your body the energy to keep going. That's where all the nutrients, that's where everything is at. So your body starts feeding off your muscles to keep going. But at the same time, your body's plateauing, but you're losing muscle at the same time. So your results are not happening how you want it to happen because you're starving yourself.
It's crazy because it gets overlooked, I feel like, but it's so important when it comes to if you're trying to have a fitness goal. The diet is everything. It's not.
That's
it's not
why
just
they
your
say
workouts.
The meal plan is very important, and it's obviously your lifestyle. If you don't treat it like your 9-to-5 job, you're really not gonna get results. That's why people tend to go, the other route.
Speaking of results, when it comes to like you seeing results from where you started, it sometimes it becomes I guess people get unmotivated because they don't see results in a week. So when someone's trying to get in better shape and they're not seeing results instantly, like for your example, like when you kept looking yourself in the mirror but you weren't seeing results within the first like week or two, what kept you going? Was it the feeling inside of how sore you were and how good you felt?
It was how I was feeling, and obviously you start losing inches. You start feeling it in clothes. Obviously the way you feel. Yeah, I feel great. Yeah. Feel a little better. But back to the don't weigh yourself, get off the scale. That's where people tend to just fall off their journey because it's not moving. I'm plateauing. What's going on? But the whole part of you, I just lost track. What was I saying before that?
We were just talking about how like when you try on clothes, that's when you're really able to see. And that makes sense because I never thought of it that way, but I see what you're saying. Like,
yeah, it's the clothes. If you feel better and your clothes feel better on you, that's what kept me going.
You become addicted. I feel like at least me, I love
when I don't
out.
go, I'm pissed.
Exactly. I hate the feeling of not being tight from a workout. If I don't go to the gym 3 days in a row and now I'm not sore and I'm not pumped and I'm not tight, I don't feel right. I don't like it. Like it just doesn't. I feel like
you didn't do anything.
Yeah, bro. So that funny you say that because I've said this before. It's like I can have an amazing day, like a really really good day. But if I didn't get a good workout in that day, it's like
it's not complete.
Just it's not the best.
It's not complete. Absolutely.
But I could have a shitty day. I could have a really bad day. Like I'm not getting any luck. Like shit hit the fan, whatever. But if I had a good workout in that day, it's not that bad. That's just how I feel.
I have that same vibe too, bro.
And what do you think about video games? Do you think that's like something that people could do in moderation, or is that just something that at a certain age people should just be like, cut it off?
Dude, I have friends of mine that still hit, Call of Duty every day, but me personally, that's something that I had to give up too, honestly. I was a big Call of Duty head. Like I was every night play. I would skip the gym to go play.
Well, that's why I asked, because I'm sure many people are.
Everybody hopping on the war
many
zone.
People have also been able to give it up because I had to as well. That's why I was curious.
I gave it up. I even sold my Xbox.
Nice.
I took it out of my house completely. And that's changed my life because that's another drug, honestly, that people have a lot of time and their energy consumed in.
Yeah.
Because that's a world that you
and
can
their
pretty
emotions,
much, yeah, you can be whatever you want to
like,
be in a video game. And you literally have the outcome of whatever happens in a video game.
What sucks about video games too is that you never lose. You never lose. You just restart.
You restart. Yeah, restart. You be whatever you want to be. You have all the money you want to be. You have all the guns and everything you want to have. So there's really there's nothing really challenging you in a video game besides the other person behind the sticks.
It's almost like an addiction because when you finish a game, let's say a Call of Duty, and you finish story mode or whatever, it's like, now what? What's next? Next Call of Duty.
How many people really play the story mode?
Well, I was just thinking a game from beginning to end.
No,
like,
just
when you
like,
finish, when the end goal is like I won, all right, but like,
yeah.
Now
you've only consumed maybe like 200 hours on that game, and
bro,
you're just like,
yeah, I can't, man.
Congratulations, you won.
I'm just like, I hate wasting time. It's one of my pet peeves. So a lot of times I don't feel like I have enough time to do what I need to do. So it got to the point where I couldn't, like, no matter how much I wanted to play, like, the older you get, the more responsibilities you have as well. And it got to the point where I just couldn't play anymore. And then I just never wanted to again. Like, honestly, even if my friends are playing, like, yo, let's play Madden, I'll be like, nah.
Yeah,
I'd rather not.
I'll just watch you guys, bro, whatever.
Yeah,
just hang out. But yeah, I'm the same way. I sold it. I had to sell it. It was just sitting there collecting dust, and I was like, yo, either I sell this or eventually I will fall back into that.
That's true.
And it will consume my time again because it's there. Your boys are hitting you up. You got nothing to do on a Saturday night, Sunday night. You're chilling at the crib. You play that one game. You like the rush that it gives you, and you're right back to square one.
You know what that sounds like, bro? Throwback to the high school days, man. Like, when we had no responsibilities. And
bro,
I
used to wake up like at 6:30 to get in at least one round
no way.
before going to class in the morning, bro. It was that bad.
I would never do that because I enjoy my sleep, bro.
Oh.
I would rather sleep for 30 minutes to an hour extra as opposed to playing games.
It was bad. I would wake up to play before going to
hilarious.
school.
It's funny how things change, bro.
So now, I sold it, you got rid of it, and now you're doing crazy things in Miami, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's just my time, like I said, is everything. I like to consume my time into things that help me grow, like be better, like just learn. Like we're in an amazing city. That's my thing. Like I was lucky enough to be born and raised in Miami. Shout out to my parents. Thanks to them, I'm here in Miami. And I need to take full advantage of it, I feel like, because I've traveled a lot, but I feel like there's not much opportunity in other places or cities, like, or states, really. Like, Miami is where it's at, and that's why I encourage everyone to just go shake some hands and meet some people, and, like, you have your own mind and your own life. Like, you're going to be interested in things that people may not be. But if you step out of your comfort zone and your circle and you go find those people that are interested in those things, like, you can grow so much.
What's also helped me is you never know who's watching, bro. You never know who's watching, and you never know who's listening. Like, if you don't get out of your room, or you don't get out of your house, your apartment, whatever you live in, if you don't get out of that everyday lifestyle you live, and you don't go around shaking people's hands, go to a coffee shop. Go to a lounge by yourself and sit there and see what's around you.
Yeah, just observe.
Observe. And be like, okay, this type of crowd is here. Let me go to this place. This type of crowd is there. Compare both. It may sound ugly, but then you compare both crowds, and you be like, okay, this type of ambiance attracts these people. This type of ambiance attracts these people. I'm headed in that direction, because that's just where you're headed to, and that's where your mindset's at. Because, like you say, we all want to grow, and we all want to become a better version. So if you don't go out there and meet the people that Miami has to offer, you're really gonna stay in the same spot.
Yeah, and that's my thing. I really can't stay in the same spot. I feel like a lot of times I feel like I run away from plateaus. Like, if I ever feel at any point I'm plateauing in any part of my life, then I need to know, like what's next? What is the next level? What is the next step? Because I don't like being complacent. I feel like when I am complacent, I'm also wasting my time because I'm just in the same spot.
Becomes a norm.
Same situation.
It's an everyday thing you're doing.
Yeah, and my thing is like that'll never I'll never be complacent like that because I love traveling. I want to experience the world, and the world is so big that we almost can't experience all of it in one lifetime. So I want to try to experience most of it. Like,
I'm with you 100%, bro.
at least.
Hopefully get to travel one day together, bro.
Yo, we should. You just came back from Denver, right?
Yeah, I was in Colorado yesterday.
How many days?
I was there for 3 nights.
Nice.
For a little just getaway, go to the mountains, snowboard.
Was it snowing? It was snowing? Nice.
Snowed the day we went snowboarding to the mountains. It was 17 degrees.
17 degrees.
17
Yo,
degrees, bro.
I can't imagine. I've only been in like maybe the coldest is 40-degree weather. Never seen snow. Can't even imagine that feeling. Like, I don't know. Were you shivering the whole time or were you enjoying it?
Well, I go every year now, so not to Colorado, but I've done 7-8 years of snowboarding.
Okay,
so
shit.
the colds, I love Miami.
Yeah, same.
The cold is good to enjoy from far. As in, you go vacation,
Yeah.
you enjoy it for a couple of days, a week, but I gotta come back to my palm trees and the beach, bro, because
Yeah.
shoveling snow and having the car
That's crazy.
30 minutes after you wake up, eating breakfast, having to heat up, and then the ice on the wind. Bro, honestly, I give everybody props to who lives up north in the snow.
I can't imagine that.
But me,
Like,
I like my 70, 80-degree weather and
this is my home.
go to the beach. Go to the beach in December.
Yeah, the beach. Yo, the beach is my spot, bro. I'd rather go to the
Yes.
beach any day. I mean, again, I've never seen snow, but I've felt the cold, and I don't think I like it.
Nah.
So, what's one place that you haven't been to that you'd like love to go to?
My next trip, honestly, is probably to Cali.
Nice. I haven't been there.
Cali or probably Vegas.
Nice.
I probably want to go to Vegas.
Nice.
Yeah,
Let's go to Cali or Vegas.
Let's go to Cali or
Let's go.
Vegas, bro. Let's do it.
Have you ever been out of the country?
Out of the country, no.
Nice. Do you have a passport?
Yeah, passport.
You gotta get out of there, bro.
I gotta get out. I gotta enjoy. Yeah. I've been to like the Caribbeans, but everybody's.
You been to Bahamas?
Yeah, Bahamas, but.
Beautiful.
But
I
when
just
you
came
say
back
like
from
get
there.
out of the country, is like I want to go
Europe.
Oh yeah, out of the country. Like the Caribbean, it's. I'm blessed enough to be able to vacation, go on cruises and stuff. Not everybody gets to do that, but
nice.
the cruises I've been all over the Caribbean, and it's amazing. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. The food is amazing.
What I love about a cruise is that you're in the middle of the ocean, so that's beautiful.
You don't
within
have
itself.
your phone.
That
It's a
too.
complete disconnection.
I just love waking up and being in a different island every morning. Like just listening to the sound of that is just like, wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. I mean, humans, we're impressive creatures. When I look at a cruise and I just see a cruise floating, a whole city just floating like that in
Literally.
the water, but then you get a rock and you throw a rock in the water and it just sinks. It's just so I know it's physics and science, but it's trippy, bro.
Of course,
We live
but
in a-
and how a cruise attracts so many different people around the world. Bro, you have people flying.
I know. I thought about
Like,
that. I just came back from a cruise and
you have
bro.
people flying.
We're lucky.
From
We're really lucky.
Kentucky, Michigan, and they're coming down to Miami to be here for a week on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Just to enjoy the warm and islands. That's a blessing, bro.
No, it is.
And then people like us, so you heard the saying, we party where people vacation, or we live where people vacation.
We really do.
It's like, bro, people don't really enjoy it.
Well, here's an example. My brother's in Seattle right now, and he's working there, and he tells me that when people ask him, or he gets into conversations of oh, where are you from? And he says Miami, everyone has a reaction to Miami. Most of it is good.
Most of it's a good one.
Everyone knows Miami, and they're like, wow, Miami, oh my God, beautiful. But he can't relate, because if he were to ask most people oh, what about you? Where are you from? They say a city that to us is like I can't even put a state to that. I'm
Yeah, it's
where?
okay.
What?
What is there to do there?
And most people say, not much. I'm
Not
like,
much.
Oh man, I can't relate, bro.
And they hit you with what is it to do in Miami? It's exactly, what is there? There's
Everything.
so much to do.
Yeah, no, it's great. So are you Cuban? Both?
No, so my dad's Dominican and my mom's Puerto Rican.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's another thing about Miami is
The different nationalities we have here, bro.
Yeah, we have a little bit of everything here.
A little bit of everything, and everybody has different backgrounds, different style of living, but it may sound crazy, but me going out now and talking and actually meeting new people, we kind of have the same similarity. Being so different, everybody has that number one similar thing, which is what's our next step in the next 5 years
In Miami?
in Miami.
Yeah.
Because it's such a fast pace here that you can get lost.
Yeah, you'll
But
get
if you
left
don't have
behind.
your 5-year plan, it's gonna be rough for you here.
It is.
So
yeah,
that's
definitely.
why I feel like people leave Miami also, man.
Yeah, they can't
'Cause of-
handle it. They
'cause,
can't handle
yeah,
the
the
fast-paced lifestyle.
distractions, the
You
peer
leave
pressure.
Miami and people are chilling. People are okay with not having a 5-year plan. People don't need a 5-year plan. People, it's cheaper wherever they live too, because Miami is expensive.
Where I was at right now, bro, they wake up, chill. You see them walking there.
That's how Seattle is too. There's no hustle.
I got there Thursday morning. So I was able to experience a Thursday, Friday, weekday over there. I saw the kids go to school and everything there. Bro, but everybody's such like in a slow pace.
It is, yeah.
The kids are chilling, talking.
Maybe that's why people say that Miami is full of assholes or mean people. Maybe it's because everyone's so busy and constantly moving that they don't have time to just like, like
Stop and appreciate.
Exactly. Stop and like, hey, how's your day been? We don't care. We don't like. I don't have time to tell you how my
can you
day's
help
been.
me? That's how people live here, man.
Yeah,
How can you
that
help
too.
me, and how can you benefit me in my life? Not how can you help me, but at the same time, how can I help you? They don't think like that.
Yeah.
It's always me, or gimme. But they don't.
One of my friends told me the same thing from I forget. I think it's Boca or somewhere up north in Florida. He's like, people over there, they really have time to just. Oh no, it was Missouri actually. And he's like, people over there, they just have time to like have a 20-minute conversation in the grocery store. And like me, like with my mentality and who I am, I'm like, I can't do this right now. Like,
I gotta be
we
somewhere
gotta
in
go.
5 minutes.
Yeah. But gotta be grateful, man. The Miami hustle. That's why we're here. Like, I can't imagine myself living anywhere else. I feel like I'd be constantly, I'd be anxious to find other
questioning
like-minded
yourself.
people. Yeah.
Do I belong here? Am I doing it right? Am I in the right direction? It's a lot of people, bro. Miss Miami life is hard, bro. I can sit here and tell you Miami's hard to live.
Oh, it is definitely. I think it builds character though. In
It's
a way,
lot
it's a
of peer
good thing.
pressure, yeah. If you can survive the Miami lifestyle, people say, "Oh, I hate Miami." Nah, bro. You don't hate Miami. You just haven't figured out yourself yet, and you're blaming Miami because of the distractions and the peer pressures and the stuff that there is to do here. You don't
That's
hate
true,
Miami.
bro.
You're just kind of just mad at yourself that
Almost
you're not,
like you don't hate it, you just can't handle it.
Yeah, you can't handle
You gotta
it.
be able to handle it.
And
It's not easy to have options every single night, but then choose to go to bed early and go to and wake up early and do what's best for you. Like, it's easy to do that in a place where there's nothing to do. I remember I went to school in Lakeland, and when I was in college, and even if I wanted to do something after 9 o'clock, like in Miami at 9 o'clock, the pregame hasn't even started.
No.
The pregame is at like 11.
You're probably getting to
Like-
your boy's house at 9 o'clock.
That's what I'm saying. So like in a different place though, in Lakeland, if I wanted to do something past 9 o'clock, I'm like, well, sucks. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you can't. There's nothing to do. There's nowhere to go. Everything is closed and everyone's sleeping. No one. It's like a ghost town. It's
Oh,
different.
wow.
Yeah. So it's like I'm saying, it's easier.
How long were you there for?
2 years.
That was rough.
Super rough. You don't even know.
Going from Miami, Kendall, to Lakeland, 9 o'clock.
Bro, man, Lakeland, personally, I don't like it. I don't think I liked anything at all about Lakeland. If I'm gonna be real, I just didn't. I mean, it's not for me.
That's
It's
why
not
you're
my
back here,
lifestyle.
yeah.
I'm back, and even when I was over there, I would drive back home to Miami like every other weekend, if possible, if my schedule allowed it, because I rather like chill with my family and be home than to be doing just nothing in Lakeland, bro. It's just so boring.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe is it boring or are we just used to this lifestyle?
We're used to the lifestyle.
I think it's boring, bro. I don't-
Yeah. Oh, I've never
It's
experienced that.
fucking
But
boring, bro. Like, wow.
what would you say a good weekend over there is?
Nothing. There is. Oh, I mean, I guess you go to church on Sunday, and then I can't tell you what they do on Saturdays. Maybe go to the mall. I don't know. Like, I don't even know why you go to the mall. Just go to the mall. Like, what else is there really? It's just a bunch of lakes and churches. Yeah, and like just older people. There was only one bar. One bar in Lakeland. There was only one bar.
Well, you were like in a school, like.
It was I guess you can say a college town because it was our university, and then across the street, like a couple blocks down, was another, like a Miami-Dade.
Okay.
So, a community college.
Community college.
So, but the thing is that we were in a Christian university.
Got it.
So there was a lot of rules, and I was a student athlete. So there was a lot of rules on top of the rules. So we weren't even allowed to go and drink alcohol because it's a Christian school.
Gotcha.
We're not allowed to go party. But of course, we're going to do that anyway, especially being from Miami. It's like, oh, we can't? Okay, yeah. We won't.
You telling
like,
me I
we
can't
won't.
is telling me I could. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, no, we won't. Don't worry. But, like, we go and we try.
Yeah.
But there is nothing. There's just one bar. And it was a disgusting bar. I'm not a fan.
But yeah, bro, I mean...
That's why I'm just happy to be back in the city. I feel like there's so many opportunities. Like, if somebody's living in Miami and they think they want to do something and they try it, they could always, if they don't like it or it doesn't work out, there's so many other routes and options to go in because it's a city full of opportunity. There's a lot of jobs here, different types of jobs, different industries, different people. The hospitality lifestyle of Miami is insane. Yes. The restaurants that are out here, you know, you could be a server or a bartender, make amazing money. Or there's a bunch of physical therapy offices if you want to be a physical therapist. I feel like whatever you want to do career-wise, you could find in a city like this, like Miami, like LA, New York.
New York, yeah.
That's why this opportunity for me is everything. That's why I don't think I'd do good in a small place. I mean, shout out to my boy Zach. He was here yesterday and he was telling me his story. And his story was, and shout out to Dom too, like one of my other boys that was also here. And Dom was from up north Boston, and he literally said that he didn't have a hustler's vibe where he was living, so he took it upon himself to move down here and figure it out. And then same thing with Zach. He was from New Jersey, and he just wasn't like, nothing's moving, nothing's happening. His friends are happy and not doing anything, but he wasn't. He likes to do things, he likes to create, so he did the same thing. Moved down here with his cousin and a bunch of their friends and just figured it out.
Nice,
and
bro.
you come to a place full of opportunity, looking for opportunity, like you're gonna find it.
Absolutely, bro.
What would you say to somebody that's like trying to go on a fitness journey, or they've been trying to go on a fitness journey and they've been thinking about it, but like they just haven't come around to it, or maybe they get started and don't like finish? Like, what advice would you give them? Or like, is there something that has to happen, or like, I don't know, is there a specific maybe routine that you recommend?
What I recommend is set yourself in a schedule. Set up a schedule like how your job does. You know, my job gives me a 3-week schedule in advance. So if you just sit down, get yourself an agenda, write everything, get your busiest day of the week and write down what you do from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. That would be your busiest day. Now, if you have a busy day like that every day, then damn, we're gonna have to work on your schedule to try to implement some type of working out and your eating habits, because you know people's times are different in your jobs. But for me personally, start a schedule, get an agenda, write down your busiest day, and then from there on out, you say, hey, I'm not gonna play video games at this time. I'm gonna read a book. I'm not gonna, let's say, I'm not gonna go do this right now because I gotta go do 45 minutes in the gym. So me, if you're ever gonna want to start a fitness journey or a lifestyle, or make it a lifestyle, have an agenda, organize your day.
It's funny how it's like, it's true. It's so simple, but it's the reality.
Yeah, it's honestly like, I'm not here I'm gonna give you this astronomical, like scientific, like, oh, you gotta do that, bro. It honestly comes down to why, your schedule, organization, consistency, mindset.
And how are the people that are working out alongside you in that gym? Are they all the same, or are they all like, maybe some of them are not as consistent?
Everybody in that gym that I go to is pretty much consistent because of the family and the love we have for everybody in that gym, that they all came to that gym for a purpose. So if you already signed up and you already made it a habit of, a week or two that you're already going there, why am I going to treat you like all the other gyms where, hey, you want to freeze your account? Or you go to 24. I don't feel like going to the gym no more. Can I freeze my account? Do they really ask you why you're freezing it?
I mean, does it really matter?
Exactly. So you're not going to sit there and be like, even if they do ask you, you're not going to sit there and explain to them. But when you go to a warehouse gym and you walk in there and you see the vibe, you see it's family oriented, you see it's not a franchise gym where they just take your money and be like, hey, I don't care if you're fat or skinny or whatever you're at right now. You're going to, it'll be wrong for me to not ask you, why are you leaving? Why don't you want to stay here? It'd be bad for me as a coach.
Yeah.
To just let you leave and walk away like that.
What's the name of the gym?
It's called Body by Ness.
Body by Ness?
Body by Ness in Homestead.
Well, shout out to your sister. Shout out to Body by Ness, too. I feel like they're changing everyone's life, because if it affected you that positively,
bro,
and your sister, of course, like that's how it works. Like
my
your
mom
sister
too,
was
bro.
affected, and
my whole household now is completely changed. My mom's down 90 pounds.
The attitude in there is probably amazing.
My sister's
too,
down
like,
70 pounds.
Wow. Damn,
yeah.
70 pounds.
My sister's 70, my mom 90, I'm 95. Like, it's just, that gym has literally changed my family's life.
That's amazing. Yeah. And it hasn't even been, you said 2 years?
We've all been under 2 years. Like, mine's been 2 years. My sister's maybe going on 3.
Your next 3 years are going to be very impactful, very powerful.
I hope so, bro.
Because usually big things happen within 5 years. That's why it's funny you say that people got to plan for 5 years. I agree, like 100%.
Look at me now. I'm on a podcast.
Bro,
like I'm on a podcast right now. Yeah, I know you and everything, but bro, I'm completely blessed and thankful for what you're doing here in Miami, to even give me the opportunity to share my story. Because people see me through a screen or the reels. Oh, this guy is freaking animal working out. It's full throttle, but you don't really know me personally. So you doing what you're doing gives the people an opportunity, because you never know what testimony out there will change that person's life.
Well, that's exactly why I did this, because you said it word for word how I would have said it. So I guess I'll try to rephrase it. But the reason why I started this was because everyone in Miami has a story and has a hustle and has a grind and has a passion for something. But if you're promoting yourself or your business or your fitness or your health, that's all you're going to promote. You're not going to sit there in front of your screen and tell all your followers about why you're doing it. And you're not going to tell them about how it's been and all the ups and all the downs, because you're showing them what the results and how hard you're working. But this is a stage for anybody to just come and chill and like explain to your people, like, look, this is what I've been through. Like, yeah, you see me posting these crazy workout stories and all these crazy workout posts, but I'm human. Like, I lost 90 pounds. Like, you saying things like that, somebody could be watching. Maybe somebody's in high school watching, or in college, or older than us. Maybe somebody in their 40s is watching and thinks, wow, Brian, not only did he lose 90 pounds, but his sister lost, like, what, 70 pounds?
My sister's 70.
And his mom 90.
My mom
so
90.
Why can't I lose 90? And that's where you tap into, like, wait, let me see what's up with Brian's page. Oh, that's how he lost 90 pounds. Where's this gym? What workouts does he do? Let me talk to him about, like, health, you know, like, man, fitness and meal prepping. Like, what's up, Brian? Like, how can I lose 90 pounds? If it wasn't for this, like, maybe that person or no one would know that you lost 90, your sister 70, your mom 90.
Only
like,
so much
no one
Instagram
knows.
could throw my stuff out. So far my Instagram would throw. So there's only so far Instagram can throw my reels out there. So this personal thing, me hitting your stage, hitting somebody else's stage.
Like I said, bro, we're real people. Like, we're going through the same struggles as others, and this, like, we're all here for each other. That's why I wanted to do this too, to create a platform, but also a network of people that are all trying to better themselves every day.
Facts. Because
if you hang around us and like-minded people, like, we're a phone call away, we're a message away. Like, anyone watching can reach out to you. They can reach out to me with questions, support. Like, let's go to Tropical Park and all work out at the field one day. Like, why not? Let's go 100%. Run up the hill. Let's go to the FIU track. Like,
definitely set
those
that up.
things. Like, now with this stage, all it takes is turning on the cameras, like obviously investing in mics, investing in cameras, investing in this, and a lot of investing. But after that, like, this is what's important. These conversations that we have, the quality conversations, it goes unnoticed. But if it gets recorded and now I'm able to post it and now share it with others, it's impactful in many ways. So that's just why I'm doing it.
People look at us through a screen.
Yeah, bro.
Is
like
that person's fake, or is that person not really doing those? No, bro.
Well, look, just to give you a perfect example, what you just said is like anyone watching that went to Killian knows who we are. Like, bro, we used to eat lunch together every day. Remember that in the old cafeteria? Bro, the same chicken wings every single day. Same chicken wings, same fries.
Mustard, and the same pizza with cheese sticks.
Bro, yeah, like we all went through the same shit. And look, shout out to, I don't know if you remember Puya.
Puya, yeah.
Shout out to Puya. Puya went to our high school too, eating the same chicken wings and the same fries and going through the same bullshit, but he wanted something and he found a why. And now look at him. I remember, bro, in science class in Killian, Puya told me he had a YouTube channel with his friend Fat Nick, and I didn't know Fat Nick I didn't know him at all. I don't know if he went to Killian. But Puya was telling me about how, he has this YouTube channel, and then I started watching it and I got into it. I was like, yo, you guys are funny, bro. Like, keep doing that. And he's like, yeah, it's funny, but like, I want to rap. Like, I want to be a rapper. I'm like, really? Because he does not look like a rapper at all. Like, if you guys know Puya, like, especially when he was a sophomore in Killian, like, he just straight up didn't look like a rapper. So it caught me off guard, and I'm like, damn, you can rap? Like, you got bars like that? And he's like, yo, yeah, like, I can rap for real. I'm like, damn, then do that shit. Like, if that's how you
saw him one time.
If that's how you feel, just do it.
Random high school invites. Oh, meet at this warehouse. This guy's gonna drop the mic. And I actually saw one of Puya's, like, warehouse, like, backyard.
He started from nothing, bro.
He started like in an alley of a warehouse there between two warehouses. Hey, drop a mic here. We're just gonna spit a couple bars and then go home after.
Yeah.
So I saw one or two things of that of his, and I see him now, and you obviously hear about him because we all grew up together.
Yeah, so he did it. He did it. He knew, like you said, he knew what he wanted, and then he went and he did it, and it didn't take him like a year to become successful. Like, it took him over 5 years to really just cement himself in that rap game. I'm Puyo, I'm from Miami, this is my shit. And then the whole world, like even the eastern side of the world, like Europe, like they fuck with him. They love him big time. There, yeah. And what I respect about Puya is that he has real loyal fans, because you watch him perform and these fans are word for word, bro, like singing along and jumping and going crazy to his music. This must be a great all that came from this kid in Killian that just wanted to rap. Crazy, bro. That's an amazing thing, bro. You can really, like you said before, you can literally do whatever you want to do in this world. Whatever you want to do. Just, believe in, the man upstairs and just take it day by day. That's it, bro. Yeah, bro. Killian was fun, bro. A lot of great memories there. I remember we had like some crazy food fights one year, to the point that they had to like turn it from 2 lunch waves to 3. To 3 lunch waves, yep. That shit was crazy, bro. Those days were the best days, bro. No worries. Yeah. Wake up, honestly, whenever you really want to wake up, because let's be real, I was late to my first period all the time. When I got a car, boy, my first period was like, are you going to come to class today? Yo, I feel like we didn't, I wanted to get to that story, but I don't think we did. How were you able to get a car? You just got a job in high school instead? I was there, and I was blessed, my dad got me my first car. He was like, they gave us a whole story back then. I had to work, and my parents never got me a car. Of course, no, but that's real. I had to bust for my stuff. So then he was just like, you know what? If I can give it to you guys, my mom and my dad, if I can give you guys this car, then I'll give it to you. So I was blessed and super thankful that I didn't have to bust my ass like they did, and I was given a car. That's clutch. Having a car in high school is so clutch. So they gave me a car, and then after I got a car, I had to get a job, because who's going to pay for my gas and my insurance? Shout out to your parents. Yeah. Big time shout out for my parents, definitely. Bro. That's important. You can't just give a kid a car. You got to give a kid a car and tell him, look, great powers come with great responsibilities. Exactly. You want got a car? I got gas. But you got to cover your gas and insurance. I was like, okay. That car is going nowhere with no gas. No. So I was like, okay. I was hyped, bro. I was like, I got a car junior year. I still got a whole senior year with a car. Yeah. So then I was just like, okay.
let's get a job. And that's when I turned in my helmets and shoulder pads. And
what was your first job?
You're not gonna believe me. My first job was Victoria's Secret.
Really? That's I've never heard a guy working at Victoria's Secret.
I promise you, it was at International Mall. My aunt actually.
What were you like?
I was a stalker in the mornings. So obviously, with like you say, there's really not many guys that work at Victoria's Secret. So we would have to work in the mornings. And stalk. Because obviously you got a bunch of women there.
Oh, okay. So you weren't in the store.
No, I wasn't in the store. If I was in the store working, it was just replenishing like the shelves and stuff like that. We weren't really allowed in the panty and bra section.
Whatever works. Whatever you got.
So yeah, that was my first job. My aunt got me it, so I was just like, hell yeah, Victoria's Secret. I'm gonna go work.
It's funny you mentioned Victoria's Secret. I want to get your thought on this because I was at Dayland Mall like yesterday, and I saw some shit where. Let me get your thoughts on it first, because we are talking about Victoria's Secret and we're talking about fitness. I don't know, man. I see mannequins and they're just fat mannequins now. And then
real?
Yeah, and then I see the women. So what I'm used to is if I see women on Victoria's Secret, they're beautiful, they're fit, they're healthy. Like that's like why not? But now I pass by Victoria's Secret and like on the glass where they have those big like models, it's like fat women. Like they're straight up fat.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how else to say it. They're out of shape. They're not. You can tell they're not healthy.
Yeah.
So and the mannequins as well. They're not fit mannequins. They're clearly fat mannequins. Like what do you think?
Honestly, that can be a very touchy subject, bro. But for my opinion, how the world is now, they're just trying to make it an open for everybody type of thing. Like you don't have to necessarily be fit to wear these clothes, or you don't have to live that lifestyle to be able to do that. Back then it was a lot about how you look, what job do you have, what do you drive, how big is your house. Nowadays, do you really talk to your neighbor?
I mean,
and your neighbor's right there, so it's just like,
yeah, I get you.
They're just making it a very easy, open, do whatever you want to do. If you want to wear that and have half of your body showing, then that's up to you.
All right, well, here's my take on that. You brought up a good point that I didn't think about. You said that it's I guess it's in a way it's showing people that anybody could wear this clothes. It's not just the models or fit women that could wear Victoria's Secret. Like anyone's welcome, come get your sizes, this and that. I get that. But what I don't necessarily like about that is that for kids, like at least when I'm a kid, if I'm a kid and I walk by Sports Authority, like I look at Sports Authority and I see the athletes promoting the gear, and I see a fit baseball player, or I see like Michael Jordan, like a great basketball player, and he's fit and he's in shape. So as a kid, I want to look up to the great people that are in shape and are fit. So I feel like it brings a little confusion to the kids nowadays that are in Dayland Mall, and they're like 6, 7 years old, and they look at a model, because they are models at the end of the day.
Yes.
But this model looks completely just not in shape and not healthy. I kind of think to myself, I'm like, damn, like at least me growing up, I had something inside me that knew I didn't want to, like in middle school, not too much elementary school, but it's like I don't want to eat that extra cookie because I want to look good and I want to feel good and I want to perform good because I want to play baseball. So I don't want kids to look at people like the models on Victoria's Secret that are out of shape and unhealthy and then think like I could eat that extra cookie because Victoria's Secret models are fat too, so exactly. I can be fat. That's where I feel like it's touchy subject, but I'm like
that's why it's a very touchy subject. People, and if you want to go at the end of the day, it's the business world. If you open up,
damn bro, it's crazy.
If you open up your window,
yeah, man,
to hey, everybody can wear this, they're gonna make money off of you.
So here's my thing about that. It's like, in my opinion, if you are overweight and you're not in shape, but you want to shop at Victoria's Secret, I'm sure they have sizes for you. But I think they should still promote health and fitness and good-looking bodies as models, because let's be real, and I'm talking about health-wise. I'm not even trying to be like I'm just attracted to physical stuff. Like no, I'm talking about inside your body. Like I'm not just talking about the fat. If you go to a doctor, chances are if you're fat and unhealthy, the doctor will tell you that you have a higher chance of diabetes, your blood sugar is this, and you should do this and you shouldn't eat this. instead of if a fit person or a fit model walks into a doctor, there's a chance that they're probably more healthy.
Yeah.
So when I look at that, I'm just like, let's be cautious about our health, guys. Like, I understand that, yes, out of shape people can go shop at Victoria's Secret, but it's also like, let's not make it acceptable just to be out of shape, because health is wealth. Health is the number one thing.
There should be a standard. Let's put it like that. For stores like that promote the whole sexy look and this and that, or you go into a sports store as hey, athletic, fit body, there should be a standard in those stores where, hey, if it's a Victoria's Secret and the panties large, there shouldn't be a double XL there when you're promoting the sexy look and everything. But
I get what you mean. I didn't think about that. Yeah,
but at the same time, it's a business world, and if that girl that's not in shape wants to wear those type of clothes, why should you stop her? If she feels comfortable within herself wearing those type of clothes, bro, go wear it.
Yeah, it's just interesting that I see those type of things happen nowadays, where I guess we're in a more sensitive world.
It's very sensitive.
So that's why I wonder, like, when I saw that, it's so new to me. I feel as if, like, we're moving into this new world.
I have yet seen an oversized mannequin, so that's crazy that they're already doing
they're out there. Yeah. So that's my thing. It's like, I never witnessed or experienced this growing up, so I feel like I'm walking into a new reality for these kids, because I think a lot about kids, because at least me, like being 28, I'm in an age where there are many adults over me and there are many children under me, and I'm kind of in the middle.
We're in the middle.
So I tend to think a lot about, like, what are the kids gonna think? How are they gonna grow up and how are they gonna be? And then I put myself in those shoes of, like, damn, if I'm walking by Sports Authority and all these athletes are fat and out of shape, I'm gonna eat cookies left and right, because cookies taste amazing. That's the problem. They taste so good, it's hard not to eat the cookies.
Yeah.
So you gotta wanna, like, be better. And if you're not promoting that, I don't know, I guess that's a touchy subject, and
No, it is a touchy subject.
It's weird, bro. It's a weird thing to see. Like, when you witness that
it's
type
new
of...
to us.
Yeah, exactly.
We're so used to, hey, you got to do this because it's healthy, or you can't go play in the rain because you're going to get sick. Or those old habits are gone. So now we're entering a world of, hey, this is new. This is a normal.
I just want to emphasize, like, shout out to all the girls out there and the women out there. I'm not body shaming or fat shaming. I just want to keep it clear, like, I just feel like it has to be known that you got to think about longevity and think about your future and think about your health. The more overweight you get, the harder it's going to be to lose that, especially the older you get. So, like, let's try to all be the best healthy versions of ourselves. Bro, let's not just let ourselves go, because let me tell you one thing, bro. When you let yourself go, the older it is, the harder it becomes.
Absolutely.
So that's why it's like, let's just try to hold each other accountable. Like,
hold each other accountable, live the healthy lifestyle, and let's lower down the prices on healthy food, bro.
Man,
and
bro.
Stop opening so many goddamn McDonald's and Burger Kings and Taco Bells. Like, open more healthier spots, bro.
That's another very
you look to the left,
situation.
There's a fast food. You look to your right, there's a fast food. And if you don't meal plan, where are you gonna go?
Man.
You're gonna go to your first fast food restaurant, bro.
That's tough.
It all trickles down, bro. So that's why it's a lifestyle.
And that's why it ties down to ties into what I said, where it's like, fast food becomes so normal and popular that it makes people eventually get unhealthy and fat.
Absolutely.
So it becomes a cycle of, like, well, fast food is very popular. Fat people are becoming more, like, I guess, of a thing because of all this food. So now let's promote fat models too. It's like, where are we going? Like, where are we headed? Like, why don't we promote more health? Like you said,
they don't
less McDonald's, more chicken wraps.
Yeah.
From I don't know, like, a new spot. Like, Smoothie Spot is a really healthy spot that I go to, and I think that's a great place to go to. If you're hungry, don't.
There's always options.
Yeah, man.
There's always a plan B, a plan C, but people go for the most easiest and what's in front of them.
And it tastes so good.
And I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm still a fat boy at heart, bro. With all the stuff I've done,
what it is.
I'll still smack me at McDonald's or Burger King if I really wanted to, but do I choose it? No, I don't eat fast food no more.
Oh, that's interesting. Let's talk about that. What was your diet like when you were out of shape? Was it accumulation of all the fast food and junk and this and that, or was it just not working out?
You want to tell you the day of a fat boy's life? Here you go. So exactly. I would have my Captain Crunch or Frosted Flakes cereal.
Breakfast of champions. Okay.
Yeah, it's Captain Crunch, Frosted
classic
Flakes.
Milk and cereal.
And then I'd go to school and smack me the free breakfast.
Yeah.
And then it was just.
Oh wait, no, that's not what I would do. You said you would get the Captain Crunch and then go to school to get breakfast.
And then I'd go to school and eat breakfast. Yeah, bro. So and then I'd go ahead and McDonald's was my best friend. McChickens with cheese and fries.
Okay.
Like that was literally my go-to.
So then I
have that like 2-3 times a day.
So you're like the walking example of it then, of like, look, if you eat this is what you would look like.
That's why when people ask me, people come across like, yo, you're so blunt or you're so cold, or maybe I can sound like I have a strong ego. But I don't say it's my strong ego. I say I'm actually very humble now, because due to the whole mental stage and the whole personal development that I've been able to accomplish. I speak from the heart, bro. Honestly, like when I talk very firm about it, it's because I lived it, bro. Like I was eating McDonald's every day, chips, cereal, well, you name it, bro. I was eating whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. Doesn't matter if it was 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Doesn't matter if it was in the day, in the middle of the day. If I wanted to smack an ice cream at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I smack an ice cream at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
So I had a phase like that too, pretty recently, but it was through Uber Eats. It was the I'm gonna eat whatever I want whenever I want, because it's so easily accessible. That's something that I didn't have growing up. But having Uber Eats, bro, like, again, I think about the kids and people that are in high school now and where they're headed. And it's like, man, if I would have had Uber Eats back in the day, it would have been
huge.
Yeah, bro.
I would have been huge. That's another thing. That's good that
it's dangerously easy.
It's good that you said that. It's because they're making this lifestyle, this world, so easy to get get obese.
And also easy to be a consumer, because even if you buy stuff on Amazon, it's just easy.
Everything is easy.
Easily accessible.
They can literally have you be home all day and have breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, bro.
Brought to your door every single day if you really wanted to.
Yo, that's crazy.
And upcharge you.
But so this is all gonna come back to what we talked about. It's all about your mind. So it's easy to get distracted, and it's easy to eat unhealthy, and it's easy to get Uber Eats, but it's gonna come from within you. So with that being said, your next journey into this competition, what's the switch up gonna look like, or is there a switch up? Are you gonna have to go from going to that warehouse less, more,
so I'm gonna
different
have
workouts?
To probably, me personally, I don't see myself ever stopping that warehouse gym.
Nice.
Just because I love the intensity in there, and I love pretty much that it's different every day.
It reminds me of a boxing gym.
Yeah, and you really don't know what you're gonna get into that day.
Yeah.
You just know you're gonna work out upper body today, but you don't know what's gonna get thrown at you.
But you know it's intense.
So, but I know it's intense.
Yeah.
So I personally probably will not stop going there. What I'll probably do is probably slow down on the 24-hour fitness that I go to. So I go to 24-hour, and now dedicate my time to the coach. And then on my free time, just for like my personal mental stage and just lose myself, I'd go to the warehouse.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what do you like doing for fun? That now you mentioned just lose yourself.
For
like
fun,
after all the work is done, you finished work and working out.
Me personally, I like to be outdoors, like you say.
Yeah.
I like the sun. I like going, biking. I like going kayaking. I love fishing. I love being just outdoors. I go camping. My free time, honestly, right now, it's just recovery. Where I'm at right now, just because of the strain that I put on my body, is my next thing is just practice on recovering.
Do you do ice baths?
No, but I've done cryotherapy before, which
is
it's you're like in an ice chamber, at like negative negative degrees for like 3 minutes. Bro. Yeah, bro, and it was
Yo, that's like a shock.
Yeah, it's called a restore It's over there by Pinecrest. It's called Restore. They have cryotherapy there. It's amazing.
Have you ever done a cleanse?
A cleanse. I've done a sparring detox.
Okay. Like,
shout out to the sparring detox. Helped me out big time too. So it's like 5 to 6 different type of juices or like smoothies, but natural. And that's literally what you eat all day. It's just
really,
yeah.
You just eat juices all day.
So every juice has different concoctions. You do it for like 4 or 5 days. There's different programs. There's like a 4-day one. There's like a week one, and there's like maybe like a 10, 11-day, 12-day one that you do.
You could go 12 days without eating
straight,
food.
yeah. Because everything it has like carrots, beets, ginger. So it has all those different concoctions.
So are you losing weight throughout this detox as well?
You're losing you're losing weight. I did it for like, I think it was like a 4 or 5 day program, and I lost like 7 pounds in 5 days.
Wow. So what does a detox do for a person? Like,
so it just pretty much cleanses you out. Get rid of all the bad toxins that your body has, and it just flushes you out completely.
I've never done that, but I feel like it's kind of necessary. I feel like I should.
I think everybody should somewhat detox their body every couple months, 3, 4, 5 months. They say you do it every 5 months. So twice a year, 6 months. Twice a year, you detox your body fully.
You'd probably feel like a new person. That's.
Bro, yeah.
I gotta do that.
The energy was crazy. You feel light.
You said it was Spartan what?
Spartan detox.
Spartan detox. Yeah, I gotta get on that.
They have different programs. Also helped me big time with that.
Did somebody put you onto that, or that was just your research?
No, my mom was doing it at the time, and then she says, hey, I was obviously overweight at the time too, so I was willing to try whatever. So I was like, okay, mom, I'll try it. Cool, let's see how it goes. And then, like I said, in 5-6 days, I was able to lose like 7 pounds.
Damn, bro, how are you able to stick to that, like 7 days of no food?
It was hard.
Yeah, bro, that sounds intense.
It was really hard.
Like, from you telling me that you were out here eating McDonald's and eating all this and all that.
But you know, when somebody tells you to your face, hey, you're overweight, you need to change. And now it's coming from an actual doctor, like, hey, your physical looks like shit.
Oh, your doctor told you that?
Yeah, your physical looks like shit. You're 26, 27 years old. If you keep on with this route, 5, 10 years from now, it's going to be bad for you. So that's where I was just like trying whatever and anything.
That's cool, bro.
So I first started with the whole cleanse. Let me detox my body first of all this McDonald's and fries and everything.
Yeah.
Before I even try to put myself through some type of diet plan.
That's a great way to start, though. I feel like that detox is necessary. Yeah. Did it help you? Do you think, like, when it comes to your body just, I guess, feeling refreshed?
Yeah, it's like literally a restart button.
Yeah.
Literally, you're like, whoa, why do I feel like you literally in the 3rd day, 4th day of you drinking these juices all day, you literally feel a complete change.
Change is always good, honestly. Change is good for a lot of reasons. And when you were going through your change in your journey, how often do you, or maybe you still to this day, how often do you listen to like people like Tony Robbins and podcasts?
Every day.
You listen to Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan, yes, I've heard of Joe Rogan.
I like Joe Rogan.
Eric Thomas, Mark Hughes.
Eric Thomas is a good one. Eric Thomas is
you should definitely check out Mark Hughes too, bro.
Mark Hughes?
Mark Hughes is really good.
Eric Thomas, he's been motivating me since high school, since the first how bad do you want it, or how bad do you want to breathe, or something like that. That was the first time I ever heard him, and I think that might have been like my first like official like motivational video that I saw, and that changed everything for me. I just didn't feel like, after listening to him talk and the story, and then there was I think it was an NFL player there's a video where I saw like a guy training with Eric Thomas saying his story, and it just looked so intense that I'm just like, no one around me was training as intense because I was young, but it made me think like, yo, I need to step it up. Like,
I actually like listening to personal development while I'm actually working out in the gym, weights, whatever it is.
It gets you to develop your subconscious mind, which is extremely important.
It makes you really go out there and think of like, damn, like I don't have it as bad as I think I do. And this is all happening while you're lifting weights. So it's like, it's a different type of mind to muscle connection that people, if you don't try it, you won't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because music, but the music you listen to is all corrupt.
It is. The music that you listen to can be very negative.
Like, let's think about it. You're lifting weights, trying to be a better person physically and mentally, but then you're listening to music about slanging dope, guns, gangs.
But that affects your subconscious, which is why you might not want to go out and party. But if you work out and you're trying to be focused on the best version of yourself, and you're feeding your mind, like, subconsciously all this bad, negative music, you're going to probably end up going out that night and doing just dumb things, because not because you wanted to, but more of like your subconscious mind just knows that. It's all it feels. It's all it knows.
Yeah.
So it's important to, like, feed your mind. Like, even if you're not paying attention, like, go through a workout and have a podcast on, and bro, you'd be surprised how much your mind actually absorbs when you think you're not paying attention. Because one thing I'll say too is, like, your subconscious mind, like, if you really think about it, your subconscious mind, is the same mind that drives your car when you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
So your subconscious mind could actually drive your life if you don't pay attention to it.
Absolutely.
And it'll take you down bad habits and bad roads without you even knowing. Because think about it, when you're driving, there are times, I'm sure you've noticed that, like, you forget that you're driving. You're just like, it's so natural.
You get lost. Your phone rings on you, and you get lost, and you're there like, wow, wait, I'm actually driving.
It's scary. It's scary, bro. It's scary, but that actually could be the same thing as, like, somebody taking drugs. Like, they're mid doing the drug and then thinking, like, oh man, I thought I was gonna stop. You know, it's like, it's your subconscious mind, bro. What do you feed it? That's important. I used to go to bed with this app on, and I would have headphones on, and this is back in high school. It was I forgot what it's called, but it's a meditation app that as you're sleeping, like, instead of listening to or watching TV to go to bed, I would turn off my TV, put on my headphones, and then it's a very relaxing mood with a very calm person telling you to think about what you're grateful for.
Yeah.
And then it'll just let your mind do the work, and then you start thinking of what you're grateful for, and that brings feelings of gratitude, which is huge. And then as I'm sleeping, the mind, it's still, my mind is like, if you think about it, your mind never goes to sleep.
Yeah.
So my mind is still listening to this voice telling me, now just think about everything that you want to accomplish, like that calm and just easy and just simple. And then my mind I'm sleeping, but my mind is listening to this thing, and it's like thinking of these things, and it really helped, like, guide me to where I needed to be.
I'm glad that you said that, because I did experience that also. Like, within the last, like, I say 3-4 months, I try to, like, not be on my phone within the hour of me going to sleep. In that hour, I try to be as peaceful, as calm, listen to something.
Or reading is good before bed,
which
too.
will, like, slowly bring my mind to, like, hey, it's time to go to sleep. So that's actually another thing I'm trying to work on now, too. I'm glad that you said that, because I see that it actually works.
Oh, it does.
So that's something that I'm gonna
it really
start implementing.
Yeah, it really works. I mean, if you really, that's the thing, like, sometimes you just got to stop and think about things. If you really think about it, if you go to bed, either if you get tired from scrolling and, like, seeing this random post and then this random sports post and this random prank post and this random, when you get tired and go to bed, your brain, like, the last thing your brain knows is this random person, random thing, this random shit. So, like, but if you go to bed, if you read something and then go to bed, or listen to that and then go to bed, the only thing that your brain knows as you're sleeping is good things. Just good knowledge, like, and that leads to a better morning.
Absolutely.
And of course, the diet as well leads to mornings. Like, if you have your diet fucked up,
it all correlates, bro. A good, healthy body person, it all intertwines with each other, because if you don't feel good, you're going to call your job and be like, hey, I can't make it to work. Or if you wake up and, you're injured, you can't make it to work.
Yeah.
But if you're fit, you feel great, your nutrient is good, your eating habits are good, what's the rest of the day for you? Straight positivity.
Well, check this out, because to go with like energy and stuff and how you feel, there's a guy named Luke Belmar that I heard him speak on a YouTube video recently, and he mentioned how most people nowadays, they go to bed at 2 a.m. with a full stomach because they have the munchies and they want to eat before going to bed. It's just a thing to do nowadays. You eat before bed, literally before bed. But that's so bad for you, and he explained why. He says that your stomach can only do 2 things. Like your stomach is either in recovery mode or it's in like action. Like it's breaking down, it's digesting. It can't do both. He literally, when he said that, I'm just like, damn, like that hit me. He's like you need to understand that, like, it literally can't do both. So if you go to sleep with a full stomach, your body is not recovering throughout your whole sleep. Your body's working. You literally told your body, like, all right, get to work. I'm knocking out. I'm going to bed. So now your body's working. You wake up in the morning exhausted. And another thing that he said that really like clicked for me, he's like, think of how counterproductive or like how much this doesn't make sense. You go to bed to get rest and you wake up tired. Why do you wake up tired? You literally just slept. Like, how is it that you wake up tired?
Wow.
He's like, it's not that you're groggy or it's because you were used to laying down. It's because most people eat before bed, so their stomach and their body is constantly working throughout their sleep, and then they wake up exhausted already to then eat breakfast and then have the body to continue to work.
Crazy sense.
And then it's like, it's never recovering. And recovery is a huge thing, like you mentioned. Like, without recovery, there's no progress. You're not gonna lift heavier weight if you didn't recover from lifting that heavy weight already.
Exactly, I agree.
So, I've tried to.
What was the name of that YouTube channel?
His name's Luke Belmar.
Luke Belmar,
yeah, he's a very knowledgeable person when it comes to like many things, but mostly fitness and health. Like, what you consume, like what the body consumes.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, like when he told me that, like that got me to really think of. I realized, because I stopped eating late night and I tried, he said it's best to not eat after 9 p.m. Just literally don't. I mean, I could say a lot of things that he said too, which I'll say now.
My last meal was like at 7:30.
That's good, but that's not common.
Yeah,
so that's good, but it's not
hard,
common.
Yeah.
So I started trying to do that, where I'm like, okay, last meal at 9, but then sometimes it's hard. But when I do it and I don't eat after 9, I'm so hungry. I'm starving. Like, it hurts from how hungry I am. So then people, because I did, start to question, like, this is not okay. This isn't good. This isn't, like, this hurts. Like, I'm hungry. But then what he explained is, like, what if you're not hungry? What if you're just addicted? Like, you don't need to eat.
Your body is programmed to eat like at 9 o'clock.
You're so hungry it hurts, not because your body needs food. Like, realistically, your body has had enough and it's digesting and you're gonna be good for the next morning. Like, you're good, but you're addicted to eating. Some people are addicted to eating. They're not hungry or not. They're not addicted to food itself. They're just addicted to the. I think I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat. I need food. I need to eat. And then it's just that constant, like, life is all about habits, bro. It's
habits.
Crazy.
Habits, bro.
I would say that's the most important thing. I mean, we're coming up on time, so I feel like ending it with that, unless you want to say anything else, would be.
Bro, honestly, man.
Create the right habits.
Yeah, the habits. And honestly, if you really want something in life, bro, it comes down to just your why and consistency. The more you do it, and the more you just tell yourself, this is what I want in life, I don't think anybody can stop you, bro. Unless the man upstairs himself. But other than that, remain consistent, positivity, and habits is the way to go in life, bro.
Definitely. And, bro, thank you for coming on. Again, appreciate your time. Appreciate your story, too.
Super blessed.
You're going to be able to motivate and inspire hundreds of millions of people around the world because of your story and what you went through, what you've been through, because you did it. Like,
yeah, bro.
You're on the other side now.
I tell everybody, whoever sees my stuff on Instagram, feel free to just message me, bro, because I'm not these big gym athletes out there that, you know, they're living the lifestyle that I'm aiming for. But I'm enjoying the process, and I am blessed and grateful enough where I'm willing to stand by you and help you until you've reached your goal, because I know how hard it is, bro, to wake up every day and be like, dude, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, it's hard. I want to go out. I want to eat the McDonald's. Yeah. But no, I cannot go out. I got to be in bed by like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and I got to stay home and meal prep.
Yo,
if not,
straight up,
the results are not going to happen.
No, it's really how
you
it
can't,
is.
like they say now, you can't buy this body.
I feel like that's
why
you
gotta work.
I feel like that's why you're a really good trainer, is because you see a lot of yourself in your people. Like, the people that you train aren't just people to you; they're almost a version of what you used to be. It's like, yo, I was there. Like,
you don't have the same story, but I know what you're feeling.
Yeah, and not many. Like, I don't think, but like, not many people, their goal is to come in and say, I want to lose 90 pounds. It's like they might want to lose 30 at first, you know? So then you look at them and you're like, yo, I lost 90. Your 30 is nothing to me. Like, let's go. Like, I got you.
You can do more than 30.
Exactly. That's big. Because some people, I mean, that first 30 is everything. That first 30 will...
Bro, your first 2 weeks, bro. I tell everybody, bro, just let me help you. Just be open. Give all the distractions. Tell all your distractions, hey, leave me alone for 2 weeks. And I promise you, after the 2 weeks of you being consistent...
You're not going to want to go back.
You're not going to want to go back because, one, your clothes will be somewhat loose on you. And your energy is going to be through the roof because you've literally changed your body in those 2 weeks, and you programmed yourself in a way where it's like, I feel good like this.
Yeah.
Why am I going to stop?
I definitely want to have you back on because I know you're going to crush it with the competition.
Appreciate
and
it.
I know that this mentality that you have isn't just for health and isn't just for your fitness. No. I know this is a lifestyle for you. So I know that we're going to have you back and you're going to be successful in life in anything that you want to do, because it is hard, but you have overcome that. So you're going to be able to overcome anything.
Facts.
Like, your body and your tempo is the hardest thing to train, and it's the hardest thing to develop. So anything, when you got that, when your tempo is nice and ready for the world, like, you're mentally prepared and you're physically prepared, anything that comes your way is literally like, it's just easy.
Yeah, my train of thought is different, bro. My train of thought is literally like, nothing can stop me now. Like, I've taken on the hardest of hardest right now, which is you. The people live this like life that they don't even want to live their life. They're living through somebody else's life. So when you can cancel all that noise and be like, hey, me, where am I? How can I be better? How can I feel better? Once you overcome that, bro, the world is just nothing but a big ass playground, bro, and just make it to the top of the bars, bro.
Yeah, bro. Let's just keep working on our temple,
Facts,
our
bro.
mind, body,
Facts.
spirit, soul.
Facts.
And just give out love and positivity, because that's all that matters. And I feel like it's a lot easier and a lot smoother to give out natural love and happiness when you're truly happy and you love yourself. And it starts there. You can't give people your love if your love isn't powerful, because you don't even love yourself.
Yep.
So, yeah, bro, I would just say that to anyone listening is start with becoming a better person every day, even if it's a percent better, bro. I tell this to
1%
people all the time. 1% better is, bro, if you're 1% better every day, which is not a lot, bro, that's a small, 1% is nothing. If you just try to be 1% better every day for 100 days, that's about 3 months. You're already you can look back at yourself 3 months ago and say, wow, I'm 100% better.
Absolutely.
And all you did was you trained yourself to be better by doing this small habit every day.
And that's where the agenda comes in. Write your day out.
Yeah.
And then when you write your day out, you go ahead and pick one thing, which is that 1%. 1%, one thing that you know that I don't got to do this. I can substitute this with a book. I can substitute this with 45 minutes of preparing my meals.
Yes, bro.
I can substitute this with, hey, go for a walk, listen to a podcast.
Yes.
When you
bro,
can
it's
write out your
important.
day and start picking at things like that, because it's hard. It's hard to just wake up cold turkey and be like, done.
Yeah.
I'm stopping everything and I'm gonna go this route. It's hard. And if you can do it, bro, I take my hat off to you, and you're one hell of a person mentally if you can do that. But for your average day-to-day average Joe out here, bro, write out your day, and start taking things out that you don't like or you don't really have to do it.
Yeah.
And start putting in positivity in those hours of the day, and just see how you naturally mold yourself into the person that you want to become.
Yeah, bro. It's just work on yourself. That's where it starts. That's all it is. I mean, just take yourself serious. If you can schedule out your day at work because you're getting paid for it, you should definitely be able to schedule out your life because you're living it. Like, it's not about the money. Like, it's about your health and who you are as a person. Like, your job is temporary, bro. Like, and if your job isn't temporary, then I kind of feel bad for you. If you work the same job from like your whole career, like, that's not fun. No. So your job is temporary, but your life is yours. Like,
it's your life, bro.
I feel like you should work on yourself more than your job. But people do the opposite. They work on their job and then exhaust themselves.
Because of the security. It's the security, and it's the base where it's like, hey, this pays my bills. So if I go try something new and it doesn't work out, and now I can't do my bills, now I'm gonna get pointed at and this and that. I told you so. People don't like the I told you so's.
Yeah.
People like the I was right. I told you I could do it.
Yeah.
But when they turn around and be like, I told you, the whole pointing finger and I told you, bro, that eats people up alive. And that's where you gotta, put your humbleness over your pride. And be like, dude, you were right.
That's good.
I should have taken that route. I should have done it. But people are saying the accountability. They don't like to take their own actions.
That's a good point. I mean, yeah, and always just stay humble. No matter how good you get, just stay humble, and that's how it's always gonna be. Until the end, bro. Look at us. I mean, like I said before, bro. We're just two regular ass kids from Killian High School that used to eat lunch together all day, just trying to figure it out. And we're still doing that, and we're still gonna remain humble. When you come back and you win first place, you're still gonna be humble about it. I promise you. Like, I doubt you're gonna come back and be like, I won first place, so now I can chill, and I'm just gonna be that. Nah. Yeah. So
eventually, I want my own gym. I would love to have my own gym, and bro, this is my life, bro. Honestly, I've never felt like this.
Well, I think you will have your own gym because you're passionate about it, and I think if you follow your passion, then you're gonna succeed. So I feel like you're in a great lane right now, and you created that for yourself.
I'm on the wave. I call it the wave. I'm on the wave right now. I'm not at the top. I'm not at the bottom.
Just riding
the wave and see where it takes me. Remain consistent, patient, and just see where God takes me, bro. To be honest.
Yeah, bro. Just have faith. God's plan. God's timing is always perfect if you're working hard on yourself. That's what I emphasized before. If you're ready for the opportunity, it will come. If you're not ready for the opportunity, you can try to find it. You can try to chase it, but it's not going to be there.
It's not going to be there.
So with that, just congratulations to all your success and for everything you've done and for everyone you've inspired already.
Thank you.
And then good luck to you in the competition. I know we're going to keep in touch. Cameras off, we're going to keep in touch. But then when the cameras are on, you're going to be able to tell your story from the competition and just keep following the grind, following the hustle, bro. That's what we're all out here doing.
I love it, bro. I love what you're doing, bro. Honestly, bro. I see you on my stories, on my Instagram. Every weekend you got somebody new in here.
It's
and
for the people.
You're giving out the platform where people could just, share their story, bro. You never know. Like I said, you never know who's watching. I don't know who's behind these cameras.
Well, I'll end it with this. I mean, many people do know us behind these cameras because we have mutual friends. So what I will say to that is like, well, if I'm here listening to all these podcasts about these random people that are so inspirational and so motivational, but I've never met them before and I don't know them, like, that's cool and all, but I want to hear the same stories from the people that I do know, like you. Like, you're just as inspiring and just as motivating as some random guy on YouTube. So I'm like, bro, I'm doing this already, and I'm listening to all these podcasts already. So I'm like, bro, I live in Miami. I'm like, you know how many hustlers I know? You know how many people are out here that I actually personally know because I've built a solid network of connections. I'm like, yo, like, I'm going to practice what these people preach and what I've been preaching, and I'm just going to, like, make it happen. Like, I'm going to start my own podcast. I'm going to have my people tell their stories because it's just as important as that guy on YouTube.
Absolutely.
So that's why we're here. Absolutely. And then it's going to hit a lot of people because, like I keep mentioning, they know us. They saw us growing up in high school. Like, we're the same person, but we've grown so much mentally. Like, look, I kind of look the same, bro. Like, you too. Like, we didn't age. Like, we don't look like we went to high school 10 years ago.
That's crazy.
But our mind, you can't see it, but, like, this mind is not the same as when it was in high school.
Absolutely
And it's not
not.
through class, it's through personal
My mind
development.
is different 2 years ago to now.
Oh, yeah,
because of personal development. And I strongly emphasize that on people like, yo, please, bro, listen to personal development, because how the world is headed to, bro, it's very ugly, bro. And it sucks to say, but I've seen a drastic change in 5 years.
Yeah.
Which is how the world is. So.
Well, then to that, I'll say, and just to end it,
Yeah.
if you want to save the world, you got to start by saving yourself.
Cool, let's go.
Like, that's the only way I see it. Save yourself, save your family, save your friends, then save the world. Don't try to save the world before you save yourself, because the world will eat you alive.
Drop the mic.
And that's it.
Fire, bro.